Hi everyone, welcome to the Sunday service. We are here, we are here, we are here. We're just trying to settle in. See, our co-host kept time. You know, a Southern Belle who keeps time, guys. That's amazing. No comments, but I literally found her here waiting, guys, and it's amazing. And she had to go to church and still make it to the Sunday service. And I'm glad that she's here. So as we are settling in, as Mrs. G is trying to figure out how to say hi to you guys shortly. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for bearing with us, and thank you for choosing the Sunday service. To those of you who are new and you're seeing my face for the first time and you're wondering who's this person, we've never seen this person on Mrs. G's. So my name is Goga. I'm the host of the Sunday Service show. The Sunday Service is from anywhere in the world. Understand what inspires them to make content, what motivates them to keep showing up on this platform that is YouTube. And today we are honored to be joined by Mrs. G herself, the heart of the party, the lady who makes me laugh every single time I see her on chats, because I always think we'll be kicked out of somebody's lifestyle because of her craziness. But we love her for it, and I'm so honored that she heeded the call to make sure that she's there with us. Let me say hi to a few of you on the chat before we start. Mrs. G, how are you feeling?
Well, you know me, Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. I always get nervous anytime I get ready to get on in front of the camera. So that's just my MO, to be really nervous. But you know what? I thank you so much for making me feel pleasant and welcome. And so, yeah.
Oh, you're most welcome. What's your favorite color, though?
My favorite color? Now, let me tell you, my sons always tell me that my favorite color is brown.
I
And
love
say,
it. I love
but listen, Yoga, I said, no, it ain't. But they said, Mama, you always wearing brown. I was like, no, I'm not. And guess what? I got on brown.
Yeah, I love brown. I love brown. I love the earth colors, and there's only something about these nice earthy tones and how grounding they are.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who are who are on the chat, and I just want to run through the chat real quick so that you don't feel nervous. You feel very welcome. We have Rhonda Hensley on the chat. We have Novelty Queens is already screaming, "Morning, Mrs.
Good
G."
morning.
I see Tiffany. Tiffany, thank you so much, Tiffany. I know Tiffany has been in the bushes before even we started the service. Like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. And Tiffany is saying amen to that, auntie. Amen to that, auntie. All right. And then let me see. Heaven is in the building. Keisha is in the house. Welcome, welcome, Keisha. I love this Nightbot of yours. It has very nice messages. This is an amazing journey, and I'm honored that you're here. Thank you so much for your support. And that is from our hearts. I want to just say yes. That's the message right there. That's the message right there. So in case you are over at Auntie's stream, or in case you're on my stream, there's a link I've pinned on top of my chat. It will throw you over to Auntie's live stream. We are multi-streaming both in the US and in Kenya. So you can jump over on her chat, go there and drop these nice brown hearts, because her favorite is brown. So I want you to drop some nice brown hearts there. I'm coming to join you guys there shortly. We're going to drop some brown hearts just to make sure she feels very loved. She feels welcome. Love upon her, and say, "You are at the Sunday service. We got you. We got you. We got you." I see Honey is in the building. Trini is screaming, "Hey, Auntie!" Liz is in the house.
Yes.
Is in the house. My favorite auntie is in the building. Yes, that's what
Yes.
she And then Trini is also in the chat. Thank you so much, Trini. Trini, nice to see you. I hope you are doing well. How is Chrissy as well? How is your wife? Yeah, so guys, in case you are over at Auntie's chat and Trini is saying, "Auntie bless up, Auntie bless up," drop some nice brown hearts there on her chat. Make sure
Oh,
make
I
sure
see
that
brown hearts. I see brown hearts.
yes.
I see kidney cake all day is in the place.
Yeah, Joshua, thank you so much. Joshua is in the building. Hello, Gina. Who are you with today? Ooh.
I am great.
All right. And then brown is a beautiful color. Indeed it is. Indeed it
It
is. Indeed it
is.
is. Lucy Mwangi, welcome. Winston is saying blessings family. Thank you so much for coming in. And then Tisha says, and auntie, she looks absolutely lovely in her chocolatey and golden brown. Ooh. Take your flowers, take your flowers, take your flowers, take your flowers. Yeah. So you guys keep dropping those nice brown hearts. I love them. They're looking amazing. They're looking amazing. Tiffany is like saying, Goga, I'm in both live streams. Goga, I'm in both live streams. If I miss receipts here, I can just like we catch them even on the other side. I hope Grace is doing
Receipts, receipts all over the place.
Candy says Mrs. G is loved. Indeed, 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 indeed. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for making it. Lucy Mwangi, nice to see you. Anastasia, welcome. Candy says, I'm in service, but letting this play. You just reminded me some receipts that Auntie reminded me some.
Kenny K, you in the house of worship, and you.
She's in. There's you're going to see David short. David is always in church and he's always leading the music and everything, and he's always at the Sunday service while in church. I always tell him, you'll get me into trouble with your pastor. You cannot be doing like official things in church and you're at the Sunday service. It's like yeah. So Candy, yeah, Candy, I love that. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for like running auntie there. Christina sends her regards. Duga, thank you so much, Trini. Please send my regards again to her as well. Thank you so much, Trini, for that. I accept the greetings. Kisha, thank you so much for the amazing work you're doing. Anastasia is dropping those brown hearts for Auntie. Yes, guys, her favorite color is brown, so please drop those nice brown hearts over on her chat. Drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Yeah. And then okay, let me see whether I missed anything there. Winston, I hope work is good. Abide is saying, hey, now my favorite auntie is in the house. Yes, Abide just like
Lucy, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, I see the love. I see the love. I feel the love.
Thank you, everyone. Let me come to your chat so that I can also drop those. I don't want to miss out on those hearts. Let me do the do. So guys, make sure you give her a thumbs up. And also, she's a she's not really, let me not say newly, but she's a monetized channel. So you may
25.
Yeah, you may find some watchmen over there. I'm trying to speak in code. You may find some watchmen over there. Please say hi to those watchmen. They're not by accident. Yeah, as you drop those nice brown hearts, and make sure the thumbs ups, and the likes are matching. It's important. Just make sure that you register and signed on that you're over there. And
listen, hold on 1 second, Goga. Listen, I got to address Abide. She's being real sassy in the chat. She asked me, is Mr. Dude Whites watching? if y'all know anything about this short, my Mr. Hunt, he did this little thing for Dude Wipes. I don't know if you guys saw that short, but Abide is not letting me live it down. Dude Wipes. Yes.
We are coming for the receipts. And I like how Abide is laughing hard there on the chat. Like, Abide, why are you distracting the guest with the receipts? Yeah, guys, this is the first day of March 2026, and it's a new month. Actually, it's a new month, and the person who is going to usher this month is none other than, of course, your favorite auntie. I love how I have to say that. And one of the things I love with auntie is her charm, is how she's very real, and is how she she approaches a very sensitive topic in terms of why it's never too late to create. And I totally resonated with that kind of content, and that's why I said she has to come to the Sunday service and actually speak about this, because a lot of us normally beat ourselves, especially in this YouTube space, because we think we are not ready, we think we are not worth it, we think we are not like the world is not ready to see us. Yet the world is ready, and that is what she's going to like talk about. Kisha says, listen, I have a 16-year-old who plays football. Dude wipes are a godsend. Kisha.
Receipts,
Okay.
Receipts, baby.
Receipt. And then Abide says, I told Auntie I'm trolling her today. We welcome the trolling. Thank you so much. And guys, there's a dollar sign there, so make sure you interact. Feel free to like, this is a Sunday service. We accept offerings with all the major credit cards in the world, crypto, MasterCard, American Express, all those things. I was told that I need to be saying that. Buy me a coffee, PayPal. I think Auntie has Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal on her page. I think Buy Me a Coffee. So Buy Me a
Buy
Coffee
me a
is there on her.
coffee. Yes, yes. Buy me a
There's
coffee.
a Buy Me a
Well, I
Coffee
tell y'all
page.
what, I like a little sweet tea. You know what I'm talking about? I like a little sweet tea in my cup. You know what I'm talking about?
Is that really tea, Auntie?
Yes, yes. Tea, baby.
Okay.
I like the tea.
That hesitation speaks volumes. But anyway, it's Sunday. I will let it go. Melissa, welcome, Melissa. Nice to see you, Melissa. Thank you so much for coming in. And yes, guys, you can go check out those of you are like wondering who is this beautiful lady we are seeing on the screen. Yes, there's some receipts on her shorts. Go and check out her latest shorts. There's some receipts there, and then leave some nice comments there over the dude wipes. I don't know. Yeah, it's important. It's important because that's how novel I think being a creator is. Anything that can get that conversation going, it's important. We are starting the show now. And I can see a number of you at least have figured out where the live stream is happening, both on Auntie's side and my side. So in case you have any question for Auntie today, we're going to be with her here for the next 2 hours. In case you have any question you've always wanted to ask her, especially around being a content creator over 40, or even more, because Auntie mixes things up, including receipts. And I was telling people the other day at the academy, when you go to Auntie's channel and then just scroll down at the end of the bio, you will love the last statement where she's giving a disclaimer.
Disclaimer, baby. Disclaimer. For sure, for sure.
That disclaimer took me out completely. Like, guys, when you come to this channel, there may be gossip, things may be embellished. She's
Right.
very honest.
Very honest. Very honest. Very honest. Let me say thank you so much to Creativity Guides for the super chat. Thank you so much. She's been a member of Mrs. D, your favorite auntie. She's been in the family for a whole month. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Tiffany, for the blessing. May your pot brim in abundance. And thanks so much for the membership. Yes, guys, feel free to click on the dollar sign. You'll be able to join the membership. You'll be able to give a super chat. Yes, please make sure it's a Sunday. Bless our guest. Bless our guest. It's very important. Right, but no pressure. So to those of you who are still wondering, okay, where are we today? In case you are busy searching, the link is pinned on top of my chat, so you can easily just click on it, and it will help you jump over the other side, and you'll find yourself there. Heartily happy. That is the name of the house. There's a very beautiful banner there on the chat. Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. Live, love, and laugh. And there it is, Heartily Happy. So the channel there is Heartily Happy, and then of course the handle is Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. So in case you are struggling to figure out how do I find her, how do I search for it, it's all there. So you can it's always very easy to find her. I always just Google Heartily Happy, and it easily pulls up her channel. So, and she's going to explain to us, what inspired that channel name, and and so on and so forth. So, in case you're still struggling to get, that is the address. Tini is typing pork boss on the chat. I see Kanini Kanene raid. Oh my God, we got a raid!
We got a raid. We got a mini raid already in the place to be. I love it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. We got a raid. And then Debbie is saying, hello, Mrs. G and everyone. Hello, Debbie.
Debbie Sue is an awesome lady. She's a sweetheart. I love Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie is an amazing supporter. She's just an awesome lady.
Nice. I love this. And I love how your community has really come through, Auntie, for the Sunday service. Did you call them for a meeting and tell them that you'll be at the Sunday service or what?
Oh, call them up. Listen up. I had to do the little Morse code or the little SOS. Listen up. Y'all gonna be pull up to the function. We up in the Sunday service. Come on now. And they did. They came through. I love it.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Thank you so much, Kanini Kanene, for the read. I don't take it for granted. You could have picked anybody else, but you selected Auntie and I, and you brought in the raid to us, and we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yes, guys, make sure you interact with somebody that you don't know. In case you see somebody new on the chat that you're seeing for the first time, network. We welcome networking. It's perfectly allowed. Get to know somebody that you don't know. If you're from my community and you are meeting people over at Auntie's community, interact with them. That is how you grow. That is how you expand, your demography as a content creator. Get to know somebody that you don't know. Get to know somebody who may be having a different lived experience than you. You never know. They may be your connector. We always say you never know. There may be a destiny connector right there on that chat. Make sure you have
Exactly.
that conversation with them so that you don't miss out. And thank you so much, Rhonda, for those nice brown hats. Yes, a reminder: Auntie's favorite color is brown for purposes of this stream. So make sure you drop those nice brown hats. In case anytime you're feeling like we are talking too much and you just want to drop an emoji, drop those nice brown hats. That will do.
Drop it.
We'll understand
Drop
you're
them.
sending the love. You're sending the love. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone, for those brown hats. Yes, let her feel love. Let her feel the love. Let her feel the Sunday service was worth it. At least, yeah, it was worth it. Of course. And Auntie, I'm so honored that you decided to open the month for us. There's always something very stunning about the first guest of the month. They kind of tend to set the pace when it comes to the topic that is or the theme that will resonate throughout the month. I don't know, it's like by coincidence for some reason that it always, we find that guest tends to now gravitate towards what the first guests discussed. There's been a lot of conversation around healing, especially this year. I don't even know how it happened. But guests just came and they were discussed. There was always a lot of themes around healing. So people just picked it up. Um, you are not a coincidence. You're actually quite a coincidence because this topic, I was discussing it this week. Like we were discussing demography. Like, who is your demography? Who is watching you on YouTube? And analytics tells you a story that can be very interesting. And when I looked at my analytics, I was able to say authoritatively that I am not a channel for kids. I'm a channel for a specific audience, a specific age, a specific demography. The people who watch me tend to be between this age and this age, and they kind of like watching me because I'm explaining maybe a particular thing, and that's how they easily understand. Most people don't look at their analytics like this, and for me, I think the whole theme around your channel, which is encouraging people to create even when they think it is too late. I think it is really phenomenal because this space is for everybody. Sometimes people feel that, oh, I need to be younger, I need to be like this, I need to be a Gen Z, but not necessarily. We do have 8-year-olds on YouTube creating amazing content, and they
Yeah.
do have a followership, and
Yeah.
they still keep showing up, they still keep posting videos. And for me, I think that is what made me say this is the perfect guest for the month of March. And March is special because I'm also going to be celebrating 6 years on YouTube in the next 4 weeks. So the reason you're here is because you're going to help some that journey, because your first video, you did not define yourself with your first video. You kept on creating up to where you are today. You are monetized, you're doing live streams, you're exploring different things. I think a video you posted the other day was you know talking yourself not to quit YouTube, and what are some of the strategies that you can employ so that you don't quit the platform. I really like that conversation, and I really resonated with that stuff on your channel, and that's why I said you're the perfect guest to get us back. It is the last it is the third month of the year, and a lot of people already on the verge of giving up, yet they made all these grand resolutions on the kind of way they're going to approach their content. We need this energy that, guys, it is not too late to create. Get yourself out of that shadow of doubt and keep
Yeah.
creating. And that's why Auntie is here to talk to us today. So I'm going to read a quick biography to introduce the guest, and then you guys can now get to hear her, because we are tired of listening to you. We want to listen to Auntie. We want to listen to the Southern Belle. Relax. We're going to listen to her.
Relax.
We're going to listen to her. Skevia Kemuncho, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Nice to see you. So allow me to read a quick introduction to our guest, and then we can get this show started. All right. I'll pause that music briefly. I'll pause that music briefly so that you guys can see the Please drop some nice brown hearts. Drop some nice brown hearts there on the chat for her. Drop some nice brown hearts there. Yes, Skevia, did you drop? So did you drop that brown heart? Melissa, I did not see you blowing me kisses. And Auntie, focus. Those are don't pick receipts. Don't pick receipts. Oh goodness. Virginia, welcome, welcome, Virginia. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for dropping those hearts. Miss Kevnish, it's amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate. Yes, brown is the code. Let me come and show you there on her chat. And in case you're watching from my stream and you're wondering where is everybody else, they're over at Auntie's stream. The link is pinned on top of my chat. You can click on that link. It will throw you over to her stream so that you can get to connect to her, and then you can also watch the show from there for the rest of the evening or during the day, depending on wherever you are watching from. So allow me to introduce our guest. I'm just going to read something very short so that you guys can have a sense of who is on the panel today. Let me sip my tea for the drama.
For the drama.
Okay. Heartily happy Mrs. G, your favorite auntie, is the dynamic voice and the visionary behind the G Hive. Some of you may have seen that on her bio. The G Hive is a vibrant digital gathering place where authenticity reigns, laughter heals, and reinvention is not only encouraged, but expected. Affectionately known as your favorite auntie, she brings to YouTube a rare blend of Southern Belle warmth, unfiltered candor, and strategic clarity that resonates deeply with audiences over 40 and beyond. Rooted in a Southern heritage, Mrs. G carries the hallmarks of a true Southern belle. Grace under pressure, you could hear her voice. She's not screaming like some of us. Sharp wit wrapped in sweetness, and the ability to tell the truth in a way that lands firm but never cold. That cultural grounding shapes her voice, hospitable yet bold, humorous yet incisive. She doesn't simply comment on life, she interprets it through lived experience, cultural nuance, and grown woman wisdom. I know some people are happy on the chat when they hear that. Launch, yeah, launching her platform in midlife, Mrs. G embodies the very theses she teaches. It is never too late to create. What began as a courageous decision to be seen evolved into a flourishing brand that speaks directly to those who have felt overlooked in a youth-dominated digital space. She reframes age as an asset, positioning life experience as intellectual capital and emotional intelligence as a strategy. Her content spans humorous and thought-provoking commentary. I almost said receipt. I digress.
Careful now.
Cultural reflections and practical YouTube growth guidance that is tailored for 40-plus creators. She demystifies algorithms, dismantles confidence barriers, and equips her audience to build sustainable channels rooted in clarity and community rather than comparison. That's important. But beyond metrics and strategy, Mrs. G is a community builder. In the G Hive, subscribers are not spectators, they are family. It is a space where grown creators find courage, where reinvention becomes revenue, and where visibility is reclaimed with intention. With Southern charm, strategic insight, and unapologetic authenticity, Mrs. G stands as living proof that relevance has no expiration date and that the most powerful chapters often begin after 40. Auntie, welcome to the Sunday service. I may not have done it justice, but to the people who have seen you for the first time.
Oh my goodness, what an introduction. I was like, what? I was like, what? But I am truly just so honored. And it feels so good to be part of an amazing community where I really do feel like auntie. And it just means so much to have such a great force behind me. And there's so many great people that are gone before me, great mentors, and it's just an amazing journey. And I'm just so excited to be a part of that. I don't take this for granted at all because, as you mentioned, I had no idea. Is it, I hear some noise. Is that music on your end or that me?
Uh, I don't know. Do you have a tab that is open? Mine are all off.
Hold on, let me see. No, I closed everything. Everything is quiet. So are you
Okay.
hearing it? It might just be me thinking I'm hearing something.
No, no,
All
we're
right.
pretty good now.
Okay, good, good. But I'm just very honored to be a part of this because, as mentioned, I never thought. Oh, that's your music.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the background music is there. It's playing. I
Okay,
thought you meant the microphone or something. Yes.
no, see, listen now, Mr. President. Now you know I done told you about 50 plus. Now I be I'm trying to work through it now. I'm just, I want to we don't use the word old on here. We use refined and seasoned. So this seasoned brain and ears is like, wait a minute, I hear something. Where they coming from? So I'm just saying. But I got you now. I got you. But yeah, you guys are just amazing. I think I'm just grateful that to be welcomed in and to be considered like an auntie. You know what I'm saying? That feels really good to you guys have no idea. That's all I'm saying. I'm very honored to walk into that role because everybody, they ain't no auntie child. These young folk nowadays, they don't respect, your elders or your refined folk like back in the day, like they used to. They don't respect everybody like that. So to have that respect, it means a lot. It means a lot.
Right. I love that. And thank you so much for really creating the time to just be with us and, just hang out with us as our favorite auntie on this first day of March. Now, to the people who don't know Auntie, to the people who are seeing you for the first time, who is Auntie? Where is she from? Where is she based? What is she excited about other than, being heartily happy?
Heartily happy. Heartily happy. To be honest, when I first started the channel, like baby, listen, it wasn't even really no starting no channel. It was just my first video was a video that I posted of one of my sons. We were on our way back from Walmart or somewhere, and I had this old-fashioned laptop. Well, I won't say old-fashioned, but back then it was the thing. So he had a laptop out, and he was just being his goofy self because all of my children are very funny. They're jokesters, and I didn't even know that they had a sense of humor because they kept it hid from me growing up. I didn't know my oldest child had a sense of humor that he got. But I knew my middle son, he was always a prankster. So the middle son was the one that was in the back seat just singing, just being goofy. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna put that on YouTube. And that was back in 2013 or 14, 13 or 14. So that's been a long time. So that one don't even count really, you know what I'm saying? So y'all ain't got to go back and try to get no receipts on that video now. I'm saying
How do you know you're running there? And just before you continue, you have a blessing on the chat by Melissa, who gave us like a blessing there. Thank you so much, Melissa.
thank you, Melissa.
Appreciate
Thank you, darling. Appreciate you so much. Melissa she's another one of my ride or die chicks. She be up in the place, baby. She see Mrs. G, she gonna come up in there. She gonna come through. So Melissa, thank you so much. I appreciate you, darling. But yeah, I got some
All
real.
right.
I got some real ride or die. You know what I'm talking about?
So 2013 first video, your son. I mean, what was going through your mind? And 2013 is YouTube. To give context, YouTube was only 8 years old in 2013.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So what was that? What was that motivation to actually put that content, to the internet, especially in a world where people tend to be very protective, especially around their family and whatnot.
Well, I just wasn't thinking. I didn't think that it would be a big, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't think it was like nothing, too personal, you know what I'm saying? But it was just something I thought was funny. And I know that at the time, you would just basically see videos, people just doing funny stuff on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the level it is now because now you got a lot of DIYs and just a whole bunch of stuff on there now, you know what I'm saying? So back then it was just, people just doing their videos. That's why it was called YouTube. They were making videos about themselves, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I just, threw it out there. And so, honey, child, years went by. I think that was the first video and the last video for years, child, that I put out there. And you know, it didn't get hard no views, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm gonna put my little city on the map. Like then, you know what I'm saying? I learned better now. Like, let's move all this, let's move all these hashtags and where it's at. But he was just like something on the spur of the moment. But I loved it. When I went back and looked at it, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty funny. I said, I got you, babe. I got you out there. You out there on the YouTube now.
And you have a very beautiful compliment from Kanini, who says, wait, please. This lady is extra beautiful. Kindly guide us to your hidden beauty. The ladies want to know your skincare routine already. I get this a lot anytime there's a beautiful lady on the screen.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the compliments. I don't know. Well, you know what? I can say one thing. I do know it is, I'm gonna say it's the genes, baby. But just living has to do a lot with your lifestyle, because I know so many people that were in the same class that I graduated. Them that I can go into, because I ain't ashamed to tell you my age. So I graduated back in the year of 1985. That's a long time ago. Wait a minute, don't be bucking your eyes, Mr. President. Yes, 1985, long time ago. So I know plenty of my classmates, they're gone on. Or when I see them now, they look, I'm like, baby, we the same age. What? You know what I'm saying? And it has a lot to do with the lifestyle too. You know what I'm saying? It's some people, lifestyles are just different. And so I've been very blessed to have a I say sheltered life to a degree. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get out there into a lot of things that maybe some other people do, not judging anybody, because honey, you know what I'm saying? It could have been me. You know what I'm saying? It could have been me. Mrs. G could have been one, that statistic. But it has to do with a lot with your lifestyle. And of course, just taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then the old saying, I don't know if I need to say this here, but I'm gonna say it anyway. They say black don't crack. I'm just saying that's what they said. That's what they said. But yeah.
What are some? I mean, you look stunning. And I think somebody just said, did she say 85? I'm like, no way. And that is like back then. What are some of like your go-to? I mean, because I know they're going to push this. What are some of like your go-to like lifestyle, choices that you've made just to be able to like stay young and amazing, and also, just being very conscious about also your health.
Well, first of all, I have to give all honor. I have got to give honor to my Lord. And I know if I had not changed some things in my life way back and had not really realized that, baby, you can't do this on your own. You got to have some help. So when I surrendered my life to God, so I gave it to him. I said, Lord, you take it. Jesus, you take it. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, because baby, Miss G ain't perfect by a long shot. But there are principles and there are standards that I try to uphold. Not saying that I am done everything right. So I want y'all to understand that Ms. G show ain't done everything right, because I done made plenty of bloopers in my life since I knew the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the number one thing I attribute to just, and I want people to treat me the way I want to be treated. The way, wait a minute, hold on. Y'all know how it goes. You say you're supposed to treat people the way you want to be treated. So I try to treat people the way I expect or I would like for them to treat me. And normally I'm a pretty happy person. Normally I am happy, heartily happy. So that's kind of how my name derived. My heart is, I want to do things to other people because I do, like I say, I love God and I love people. Now, you know what I'm saying? Some people be a little hard to love. Now, you know what I'm saying? You have to love them from a distance. You know what I'm saying? They can't be right up on you. Baby, I love you, but can't walk in the same little circle because, everybody ain't for you. So I had to learn that too. I think that's another thing I had to learn, that everybody can't, they can't eat at the same table as you. But anyway, I generally love people for the most part. So that's try to eat. I don't say I eat that good, and I ain't gonna tell that story, y'all. I ain't gonna tell that story. But I do have to say that I have a little bit of a testimony. That well, it's good, but it's bad first, and then it's good. Okay. So back in 2024, I lost somebody dear to me. And in the process of transitioning, going through things with them, my eating kind of fell off. You know how it is sometimes you go through stuff, you know what I'm saying? You just, you know what I'm saying? Either you're going to eat more or you just ain't going to want to eat it all. So I was kind of in between, but then I started getting about this, you know what I'm saying? I just couldn't eat this. So in the process of that period, I started losing weight. Because y'all, if y'all go back and look at some of my older video, more y'all go back and look at some of my older videos. You know, my face was a little more, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, it was a little more fluffier. Fluffy. I was a fluffy diva. So as I began to lose weight, I was like, your face do look a little different. And then I knew I wanted to be in front of the camera. So that played a part too. I didn't want, you know, to look, you know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with to those who are, you know, hey baby, listen, you gotta love the skin you in. But I just saw some changes. So anyway, bottom line is I started losing weight. And so now I am at a perfect weight that I want to be at, a weight that I always said I want to be at. And I don't want to lose no more weight, y'all. I ain't trying to lose now another pound. But I do need to tone up, you know what I'm saying? I want to get no Miss Rhonda on. Rhonda from Entreaty by Rhonda Hemsley. She has those fabulous arms. And let me tell y'all about Rhonda. I don't know if Rhonda's still in the chat or not, baby. But Rhonda is 71 years old. I think she said she might just turn 72. Now you talking about a beauty, honey. She looks good. I said, baby, you got somebody gave you the wrong birth certificate or something. I know doggone well you ain't no 71, 72 years old. But she looks fabulous. So it's just all about losing the weight, changing your lifestyle. You look, this right here, honey.
Drinking water.
Yes. That's one of the main things. And I was not drinking water like I should. So I try to do a little bit. I ain't saying I'm perfect now, but that's just a few of the things that I've made changes on. So yeah, but anyway, I lost the weight, y'all. I done lost this weight. And I think I just might do one of those little videos on the before and after things. Just saying, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I just might. I ain't don't take no receipt. Listen, I don't put this etched. It ain't etched in stone now. It ain't etched in stone. But I might do that.
We are going to look at the old videos. You literally gave people receipts on a platter. Like, yeah, guys, if you check out my old videos, you may notice something. That's me. Tiffany says, I still struggle, but I show up and feel healthier. The weight will drop when I keep showing up. I love that. I think that's a very great mindset. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's really like a process. Thank you so much, Kevnish. We can see you, and thank you so much for running us in the background. I really appreciate that. And then I like what Tiff also said something. I same here, Auntie. I joined to watch, never even considered posting until a couple of years ago.
Right.
Yeah. So you posted a video in 2013, then you went on a break until when did you what made you come back? Like, what is that thing that drove you back onto the platform to start? Because I know it's easy to consume content. Because even maybe before I joined YouTube in the year 2020, I was a very heavy consumer of content. I never used to create my own content. In fact, I never used to look at myself as a creator. Like, I used to think that is a class of people, that is a segment of the society, and things like that is definitely not me. I just I just liked working in the background, disappearing. I just consume the content. What is it that made you jump on the other side and start putting up content now?
Well, a few years did pass, and then at some point I started. One of my sons, the one little Jay, who's always with me a lot, oftentimes, I posted some more videos later on after that first video, several years later, where he was on the drums. He was to me, I just thought he was the best drummer ever. You know what I'm saying? I was a little biased, but amazing. So I would always have the camera in front of everybody all the time. You know, back in them days, we had different little cameras. They ain't like they are now. They were like, the flip phone. You know what the flip phones? Yeah, but they did have cameras on them. You know what I'm saying? The little best I could with what I had. So I would always be recording him playing the drums at church or anywhere I could see him playing drums, I would get him or singing. So I got some shorts on that too, y'all. I'm just saying, y'all want to go back and see Lil J. When he had the little short hair, little dreads was just coming in. So anyway, so I started posting those, and then it was a whole space of time, like nothing. I was MIA. And so several years later, probably back in 2024, had to be 2024, I think, maybe. No. I'm gonna tell y'all what. Y'all know what happened in 2020, right? Y'all know that everything shut down. So we couldn't do that. We couldn't go nowhere, child. You couldn't get folks coming into your house and none of that stuff. So I just started watching YouTube on a little more serious level because I was trying to learn how to DIY. I was trying to learn how to do
Yeah,
stuff
because we're
myself.
just at home. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to learn how to do stuff myself. And then that's when I said, these folks tried to shut things down, but people are excelling because now they got to learn how to do stuff themselves. So YouTube started like blowing up because everybody was watching it. And so that was me. I was just all about consuming learn how to do stuff. And let me tell y'all, child, let me tell y'all. And I learned a lot of stuff. I was renovating my house, not renovating, but you want to put little touches on there. I learned how to lay what you call that stuff that you click on, the little stuff you put in the bathroom and on the floor, that kind of stuff. I did me some walls, accent walls, all that stuff, child, came from YouTube, baby. So I learned all of that. And then something clicked in my head, like, you know what? I think I can do some of this here. I think I got something I can talk about on this here channel. Let me see what can I do. But then I still didn't do that. I didn't do that, child. I ain't do nothing. I waited and waited. Till finally one day I said, I saw this beautiful, amazing creator. And she said she was 63 years old, I think. I said, no doggone way they want me to know 63 years old. Yeah, her channel. I'm gonna tell y'all her channel. I don't know if she's still doing nothing now because I ain't seen it in a while. The name of her channel. So if y'all go to her channel, y'all make sure y'all tell her Mrs. G from Heartily Happy is the one who told me about you. The name of her channel is When I Win. That's her channel name. So she did her first video and she was saying how she was 62 or 63 years old. And I said, well, doggone, you know what? I think I can do that too. So, honey, I got my niece, we got together, honey. I got this camera out, child. I stood in front of that camera and started talking about it. You know what? This is how old I am and started talking about it. And I was like, you know what? You can make money doing this. So that's what I did. I said, I can do this. Somebody inspired me to do that. And that's what I like doing, inspiring other people to let them know, baby, you're not too old to start. You're never too old to create. So that's how it all started. I just saw somebody else. I felt like I could do it. I had a story to tell. I had a lot of stuff in me that I want to get out. And I did it. So that's kind of how it was for me, baby. I had a and a who.
Tiffany is asking, did you say When I Win? Is that the name of the channel?
Gwen I Win. That's the name of her channel.
Oh, Gwen.
Gwen. Yeah. Gwen I Win. GWEN. Mm-hmm. I hadn't seen her in a minute, so I don't know what she's doing now, but that was the one that inspired me to really start back.
I got her. Let me see that I can pull out. I think just for confirmation for everybody, I think it's always important to highlight these stories where people, is it the one? Where people get this.
That's my girl. I don't know when she got her most recent video. I don't know because I hadn't seen it in a while, but that's her. Gwen I Win. Gwen is now, I think she's 63 now.
Wow.
Does she look beautiful?
She looks amazing. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. And it's always important when people share, what inspired them to, get out there. And for you, I like what you said that during COVID, at the heart of COVID, you are busy looking for DIYs because most of us were seated at home. Because you can't go anywhere. The world was under lockdown. You couldn't travel the world. So we became very heavy consumers and everybody decided to become a creator. I think most people, who joined YouTube seriously, I think they joined YouTube in 2020.
Exactly. Exactly.
In 2020. Heartily Happy, the channel name, what inspired it? Because I know the handle is your favorite auntie, but Heartily Happy, what was the inspiration behind that channel name? Because I think there's something to it. There's a method to that. There's always something about an identity that people take when they join this virtual space. What is it that inspired you to pick this one?
Well, to me, it's all about the heart. Like I say, my heart has always, I'm gonna say always, I don't tell that lie, but has mostly been towards just a happy heart, just like because I enjoy helping other people. I want to do things for other people. And I there was just a joy. There's kind of a difference between joy and happiness. But I chose happy. I said, baby, I got that joy. Joy and happiness might be a little different, but I'm just a happy person for the most part. And my heart is just, that's just like wholeheartedly, I guess you could say. It's just, this is what I am, this is who I am, this is who I'm striving to be. So I was like, my first channel name was With a Happy Heart. That was the name of
Oh,
the, With a Happy Heart. So I kept that one for a little while, and then I was like, you know what? And then I couldn't find me. I couldn't find it. It was hard to find that with the happy. There was so many other people, I guess, that had the same name or whatever. I don't know. It was nothing that stood out. So then I was like, let me change this up a little bit. I don't know. We're gonna try something. I said, heartily, I need to change something. I said, heartily, that's different. And it still gave the essence of who I am, what my channel was about. So I guess that's kind of where it all started. I just, that heart, baby, it's all about the heart. 'Cause you know what I'm saying? If you know the heart of a person, you know the
yeah.
person. So that's just my heart.
One of the things that people grapple with when they join YouTube as well, and for me, I like how you say Gwen. Gwen, Gwen was 63, and you're like, wow, Gwen is doing this on YouTube. I'm motivated. I'm gonna do it as well. But people always battle, especially with the first time they are seen in public. And I like how you say your first video was, you captured your son. You are not in the video itself. But now the fact that you had to bring yourself on the camera for the first time. Talk to us about that moment, like that moment you said, I have decided I'm going to be seen publicly on YouTube. So here I am, guys. Hello world. This is me. This is your favorite auntie. What was that moment like for you? Did you have to work some confidence into like turning on that camera for the first time? How was that experience?
Oh, did I have to work up some confidence? Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I think I just rehearsed a lot before I even got in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I just rehearsed and I was like, okay, so how would I say this and how would I look? And then, of course, you never like how you look on camera. At least I did.
Yep. True.
Yeah. And you don't necessarily like how you sound either. So I had to battle with that. Like, ugh, you know. And then that's like I said, my face was a little fuller. You know what I'm saying? It was a little fuller back then. And
Yeah.
but the more I had a great team. I say team, and I'm gonna have to bring my team on before we leave, honey. I got to bring them on because they don't came to the house, baby. They over here. They deep night. My two favorite guys that I was just my team. They just wonderful. But Nita Mae, she was the one who would be like my camera girl. So she would make sure that, kind of centered and whatever. You're like, oh, no, auntie, do it. You know what I'm saying? So she was there for me. She was the behind the scenes girl. So she kind of helped me feel more comfortable because they say if you can pretend like if you can look at somebody instead of thinking about everybody, all the people that might be watching, just focus on in your mind as one person. So she was my one person. But no, I did not like the way I looked on camera. I did not. And I felt like people would judge. You know what I'm saying? You already thinking that people are going to judge because, baby, they already thinking you old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They already feel like you old. And so, and there was so many young folks doing stuff, you just like, man, I don't even know if this is going to hit at all. But when I saw Gwen, and Gwen, that first video she did, it was like she got a lot of views. And you know what I'm saying? Because her story was so authentic.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It's all about being authentic. Baby, listen, this how I talk. I'm from the South. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how, that's it.
I like that. And I welcome Andrea. Andrea is laughing on the chat, and so is Steve. I like that fear, and I just want to maybe to somebody who may be watching right now and they have that initial fear of the camera, because this is usually a problem that most of us grapple with a lot. Like you never feel like you're good enough on camera.
Nope.
Auntie, let me ask you a very I'm not looking for receipts or anything, but do you replay your own? Do you like replay your own live streams?
I do.
Can you stand yourself when you listen to yourself?
Well, at first I could not. I ain't gonna lie. I did not. I ain't gonna tell no lie now. Go. I did not. I could not stand to go back and watch this stuff. But now it's the reason why I watch now is because I critique myself. And of course, my son, Lil J, honey, he always critiquing me, honey. But it's in a good way. He's giving me the side eye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring him on before we leave, but he give me the side eyes from a distant corner of the room. But
Yeah.
yeah, I watch it now to critique myself. I look at what I could have done better, or just make say I didn't say something off, out of pocket or off the cuff. You know what I'm saying? So just things like that. But no, normally I did not like to watch myself or listen at the videos. Mm-mm.
Stabum says, say what now? Say what now?
Say what now? Fluffy D was in the house. Hello, my darling. Hello, everybody. Starboom is Lil J. He's in the house. That's him. That's him saying, "Say what now?" That's Lil J.
I
Who needs?
figured as much like, mom, do you have to drag me into this?
Yes,
And
yes.
then Tiffany says, I listen, then I pick it apart. So I had to stop. And then Eva Kika says, "Oh wow, the co-host is looking beautiful." Yes, thank you so much for
You.
that. And Akashi, welcome, Akashi, all the way from Oklahoma. Nice to see you. And then your son is saying, I can hear you and see you."
Yes, he can hear me and he can see me. He's a jokester. He's funny.
Are we going to get into trouble after this because mom said things on TV? Yeah, and thank you so much everyone who is like, thank you so much for the compliments. In
Thank
case you
you.
are not yet connected to this beautiful lady that you guys are complimenting, there's a link that is on top of my chat. Click on that link and then go drop some nice brown hearts on that chat. We'll be able to see them. And then creativity says that yes, he's the one with the receipts. That's like Auntie went quiet because now we know where to get the receipts. Hey Starboom, how you doing?
Right, right. He has all the receipts, baby.
Okay, I love that. And just picking up from that conversation, how did you find that confidence? Like, because I know it comes with time, but that camera confidence, in case somebody's listening right here and they're still struggling with that, even after being on YouTube for like a couple of weeks, how long did it take for you to now easily find your presence? Easy, because even our voice, I remember my biggest self criticism was my voice when I started off. I could not stand myself. I felt like I felt like my voice is not like in authority or something like that. For some reason, I was just having that self doubt. But I think somebody told me that give yourself time, you'll find
Yeah.
your voice eventually, and that is what people like resonate with. So for Auntie, how did you find that voice that you can authentically show up without any fear because you've built it over time?
I still have not. I still have not. It's like I said from the beginning, it's always a nervousness, or it's always, it's like I'm known for having bloopers, and which is a good thing because everybody has bloopers.
This was a nice
Yeah,
content.
yeah, exactly. So it's always in my mind. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have some blooper today or something, um, because I didn't even want to do any lives. I just didn't want, especially look at there, it's my babies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, see now you're gonna make me cry, get all teary.
Oh, I
I
we'll
just
come to it.
yeah, that's what look, listen. Oh my God, it's so amazing. But I tell you, I was so, and I still, like I said, I still struggle with that. But finally, the more you do anything, the better you get. Oh, look at my baby. That is Wolf. We call him Wolf, baby. He's a king. He's a king, baby. That's my baby. But anytime you do, the more you do something, the better you're gonna get. And that's what I always say, tell everybody. That's with anything in life. The more you do a thing, they say practice makes perfect. I won't say it makes perfect, but to get you darn sure close to it. So the more you do a thing, the better you'll become at it. And so that's kind of what it is now. I do recall when I slacked up doing lives or doing videos, that nervousness, all of that fear, it came flooding back in because I had got stagnant. I just stopped doing it for a while. So of course, anytime you slack up the thing, it's like you gotta not necessarily start all back over, but you have to get back in the groove of things. So that's kind of, I went through that stage. But yeah, but my personality is it won't let me not do it. You know what I'm saying? It just like, it's even though I don't see, sometimes I don't see the views, I think I should see. I'm like, well, okay, 2 views, 10 views. Some people don't get no views. You know what I'm saying? So what they say is, if you look at your views as a person watching, instead of it being, you know what I'm saying, you don't look at it in the numbers, but this thing, that's one person that sat there and watched my video. Okay, that might make a
I love
difference to one person. So I know I went all the way around the circle to answer your question.
No, no,
But
I think I got it. And calisthenics is here, saying hi to everyone and
nephew,
happy Sunday. Yeah,
nephew
and
number three.
I love what you said about, even today, like you still have to battle that mini anxiety and stuff,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and it shows how human, we are when it comes to this particular space. Did you ever battle with the thoughts, this is for younger people, this is for my son, my daughter maybe, or something? Is it something that you battled with as a thought process, in terms of anytime you had to show up? Because, well, the bulk of the creators, of course, we find that they're younger, and the platform is geared to like a younger population. Did you ever find yourself battling the fact that this is for the kids?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Most certainly. It's like it was, like so many things start out, it's the young folks. They it's geared towards them for the most part, because that's the ones who you want to see all the time. Those are the ones who gonna jump in quick. And us refined and seasoned folk, we be a little slow to do it. So yeah, I always felt like these young, fancy young folks,
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't stand a chance. You know what I'm saying? It was a battle. But then I began to think, look, some of these young folk, they need some aunties, they need some uncles, they need somebody to teach them, to help them along the way. And a lot of times they need help. They might not ask for it. And you don't know child you, or they be watching you sometimes. They be actually watching your stuff.
yeah.
So, just sprinkle it out there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I have definitely battled with that. And I still do sometimes. I'm just saying, listen, I ain't got it all together, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah.
getting there.
What is that thing that made you keep showing up? Like, even despite the fear, despite the anxiety, despite the, I know sometimes even like things like editing, it goes into things like even devices, it goes into things like, oh, this light is not so, it's not looking so good on me. It's like, oh God, I look horrible. There's a glare on my glasses. Those simple things that normally like rattle creators.
Yeah.
What is that thing that made you, I'm showing up today? The first video may not have been perfect, but this second video, well, there's some progress. Oh, my son loves this video, so there must be something to it. You started putting up nice thumbnails and whatnot, because one of the things I always appreciate for creators, that you are always learning in every process. So
Exactly.
what is that made you keep showing up? What was that motivation that made you like, I'm going to show up, guys, I'm here to stay?
Well, for one thing, even though I don't like to admit it, I don't like to admit this. So go and get your books, receipts, whatever. I always tease my Mister. I call my husband Mister, by him being, you so competitive. You always want to compete. You know what I'm saying? And he said, well, you competitive. I'm like, no, I'm not, but I am. I really am. I don't want nothing to defeat me. I guess you could say that. It's like, no, I argue with myself saying I could have done better. I could have done better. I could have done better. So, so to
I
me,
love how your son is the one giving us receipts. I did not. I'm just highlighting what is going on the chat, and I did not say anything. It's your son who is giving us all the receipts on the chat.
yeah,
They are both
see,
competitive.
and listen, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. But I think the Mister got me a little bit. Lil J, can I get an amen? I think the Mister got me. But yeah, I'm competitive, even if it's against. Sometimes I compete with myself, child. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Yeah,
But I didn't want to be defeated in this, and it was something that I felt like I could be doing, I should be doing, or I could do, and I want to get better at it every time. The more I do it, I want to get better, and I just felt like it's something that can help other people who might be feeling the same way. You're not going to be perfect, especially starting out. But if you quit, you will not win. So that was one of the things I talked about in my last video. Is if you, and honey, I was like, I'm through with this mess. I'm tired of this. And we get burned out. YouTube, in anything, you can get burned out in it. And so that's, what I'm saying. But if you quit, baby, you are not gonna win. You 100%. If you quit, that's 100% the chance you ain't winning. So it's all about just trying to push forward, keep moving. If you just do little baby steps, keep moving. You got success is not, it ain't guaranteed.
Mm.
But if you quit, it's guaranteed that you will not succeed. So I guess that's in a nutshell. I didn't want to quit. I didn't want to be a quitter.
I love that, and I like how your son actually easily summarized it there. In terms of even the support you get from your mister. We live in a world that we live in a world that sometimes, and it's just the reality of this world, visibility, especially for women over 40. um, the world tends to sideline them, literally. People are, and there's something that, when you get to a certain age, and I think sometimes as I grow older I realize it. When you get to a certain age, there are certain things you just can't do, whether you're going to get the likes, whether you're going to get viral. You have boundaries, you have like boundaries that you can't overstep.
Right.
Yet, sometimes I'm sure you look at things online, you want to hide under the table because you can never imagine yourself doing any of that stuff. Yet that is what brings in the likes, that's what brings in the subscribers, that's
Right.
that's what the world actually says. That is what you need to do to go viral. How do you navigate visibility, especially in a world that is demanding that kind of attention? And how do you like draw the boundaries, especially in this space? Because clearly it's really needed.
Well, first of all, I guess you got to have a moral compass.
Mm.
Yeah. That some things, I don't care who else is doing it. I'm just not gonna do that. I just ain't built like that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me. So if they say what, how does this thing go? If you allow, how's it go? Something, if you allow anything, you follow anything, some kind of way. If you follow anything, I don't know how it goes exactly, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you just can't follow everything, and because you just can't do it. You just can't. Because if you are conscious, hush, say the word now. Conscious. Thank you, baby. If you are conscious of this, somebody else gonna see this, or somebody else watching this, baby. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a conscious mind that what you're
Mm.
doing is out there. It's out there. And once you put it out there, baby, it's out there. Um, and there's certain things that moral compass is what guides me. And then not to mention, see, I'm a married woman, baby. I'm married, and I know I don't want to do stuff that's gonna embarrass her, right? Nothing. So
Mm.
you got to think about the people that it could affect, and if you got children, you got all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, child, you make a fool out yourself. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Ain't trying to do that. Don't make no fool of yourself. So
I love that.
something.
Moral compass. Um, the courage to be seen is one of the things that you talk a lot about on your channel. The courage to be seen. I love that statement. I love that phrase. And for me as a creator, I think it's a very powerful statement. The courage to be seen, the courage to put yourself out there. And I
Yeah.
remember listening to one of my mentors, and she was saying something that she said something very important, and I think this was somewhere in my 20s, and I think that message stayed with me until today. She said, give people a chance to tell you no. If you don't put it out there, then there's nothing to be like assessed, there's nothing to be like appreciated, so nobody will know that you exist. And for me, I
Right.
think when I saw that statement, the courage to be seen, what does that mean to you, auntie? Like, how do you like, why is this important for you, especially as a creator who is like really trying to encourage the 40 plus crowd to put up content, the courage to be seen?
Okay. Okay. So you said something that rang a bell in my head.
Yeah.
Is if you don't give people the opportunity, well, people won't get the opportunity to know you until you give them the opportunity to know you. So definitely, if you don't go ahead and open up and put yourself out there, like I say, using that moral compass, keep that,
Mm.
then people won't get, they don't have the opportunity to know you. Being a creator it's a lot of work. but it doesn't have to be. It can be something that flows. This is effortlessly as possible. You know what I'm saying? It can just flow effortlessly. Some people have that the gift to gab. My husband said I do. I don't
You do.
agree.
I mean, it's
Wait a minute.
obvious.
Hold on now. Receipt. Yeah, he always telling me that he was like, oh, I didn't know you could talk that much. I was like, yeah, because normally at home, because it's normally I'm not as verbal. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I'm a little bit more reserved and a little more quieter because most of the time he doing I'm talking. But so when
Really?
you really listen, if you have not seen the Mister, every time he come on my live, he just take over the show, honey. He is like he show out. We can't take him nowhere. I told him, baby, you need to go get your own channel. We need to do something together because yeah. But he really is. But he's always been that way, you know. And so he's comfortable with talking and you know things like that. With me, in my case, I was not comfortable being in front of people or talking that much. I was a bit more reserved. But out of my family, I think I'm the more talkative one. So you know the rest. When I say family, I mean my siblings.
Yeah.
Not the young folk, not my nieces and nephews, because you know, so they can, you know, a little bit. But my son, they're talking about, wait a minute now. But anyway, I was the more outgoing one out of my siblings. You know, I was a little bit more creative one, and the one who started driving quicker than some of the others, or just different stuff. So I was always a little bit more outgoing, but I still was quiet. You know, Sam was real quiet. Everybody knew me in school. They would say, "Oh, I remember." They would know me. They would know me by somebody else. Oh, that's so and so friend. Oh, that's so and so's daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they ain't know my. It's like you know, I didn't have no identity. It's just like I was somebody else's friend or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the quiet one. Mm-hmm. So it definitely took a lot for me to go over that threshold and just put myself out there. But I think you have to do that. You have to give people the opportunity to know you. Otherwise, they don't have opportunity to know you. So that's it in a nutshell. Put it out there.
The courage to be seen. Mm-hmm. You said something earlier, just like a few minutes ago, like when you said in 20, post 2024, you needed to put your message out there. What was that thing like? Because I know sometimes like when you're getting onto YouTube, you have like your mind is all over the place. You're like, oh, do I share this? Do I share this? Do I do this? Yeah. There's like a message, there's like a fire burning inside you and you want to share it with the world. What was that fire for you? Like, what was it that you wanted to share with the world? What was it that you wanted to express and give people a chance at least to know?
That's a good question. Yeah. I think I felt like I had a lot of things, a lot of hidden, I guess talents. I don't know. There are things in you that you want to express. You want to, I guess, let me tell you this. I did a live on the reasons why people start their channels. And the two top things were people do it for attention and they do it with intention. So my original thing was for attention because I was like, I didn't realize it was, but it was like, listen, I got some stuff I want to say. I got some stuff I feel like I just feel like I got some stuff to say. It's not necessarily bad. Wanting attention is not necessarily a bad thing. Now, some people might do it for the wrong reasons, but I say it's all about that moral compass.
Absolutely.
But I did it because I felt like I had stuff to say, and sometimes you feel like your voice is unheard in certain environments. So I was like, you know what? I tell you what, I'm gonna do this. I can express what's going on in here. And maybe somebody will want to listen. Maybe somebody can, in the same shoes I'm in, can be like, I can identify with what she's saying. So it started out with attention, I guess. And later it started moving over to trying to post with intention. And so my intention was to make other older, seasoned, or refined creators know that, baby, it's room for you. And you got something to share with somebody else. So don't think that what you have to say is irrelevant. Don't think that you are irrelevant because you got something to share. And believe me, these young folks, they need some direction. They need somebody they can look up to or somebody that can help, maneuver them, help guide them through this life, baby. They need it. So that was my posting with purpose now.
I love that. And your son says agreed.
Think so?
Do you, yeah, yeah. Do you feel like when you compare the first time when you started now being more active? I like how you say, I like how you gave the example of attention and intention. Um, do you think there's always like an evolution of a creator? Like maybe sometimes when they start off, maybe it's the attention that they were looking for, or maybe somebody just started without any. They were just like, I'm just experimenting, and they're like, oh wow, I'm getting attention. Let me milk it to my advantage, and then now you're like, a minute, there's monetization. I can be a business person here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That yeah. Do you have you ever like seen whether there's like also the aspect of evolution when you're a creator? When you remember yourself back in 2013 when you posted that video, it was just for the thrill and the fun of it. But looking at that history and track record, and looking at yourself now as a creator, what would you say in terms of just the life cycle of a creator?
I think everybody's going to go through those cycles. I definitely went through, and I'm still going through it, to kind of really find my. Well, I can say I think I found my voice, but it's
Mm,
always learning. There's always more that you can do, and I just think it's good to do more than what is expected. You know what I'm saying? Do more than what you are expected to do. You know, you got to have a. With me, I just know I can do more. There's more to me. There's also the business aspect. You just never know where this could take you, and I think a lot of people need to really make a brand, make themselves a brand. You know, I know you
mm,
talked about how you mentioned in one of your lives, one of your, it was a live, definitely had to be a live, and you were talking about how your name is like it's a brand. You know, to make sure you spell it with all caps. Spell it with all caps.
oh, you got the receipts.
I got receipts, baby. So it's a brand. You have to brand yourself. We don't have to. I ain't gonna say that. Let me recant that statement. You don't have to. You don't have to do it. But I think it's good if you're gonna be on this for the long haul that you need to be a brand. And like I say, mine is Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. So now everybody they see me, they might not even know my channel name is Heart and Happy, which takes me to this. In the
yeah.
future, I plan on making a transition from the name be happy to it being Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. But I got to get some things in order before I make that move. But I'm just saying that's something I think is you got to brand yourself. You got to, what I'm saying, make a brand, be a brand. Folks see me, I ain't auntie. Everybody is auntie. So I think we all go through that. Or at least you should have a mindset that don't stay where you started.
Love that. And one of the and that's a very nice segue now into now the niche conversation,
Ooh.
because yeah, why
Yeah.
specifically? Yeah, so the niche conversation. Why did you then specifically settle now for the refined, the refined creators like 40 plus?
Mm.
What was that thing that triggered that fire for you to speak to these people, or was it targeted, or was it specific, or was it an experience, or did somebody share like a problem, or what? Why them specifically? Why not? Yeah, the 39 and below.
Well, that's baby, because listen, them days I can't talk. I mean, I won't say I can't speak to them because I don't live some life experiences, but it's where I am now, and the mindset that I have now is just because I know there are a lot of us out there that are trying to make having our minds that we can't do this, and that it's gonna be too hard, or what I'm saying. So my mind was like, look, I want to talk to y'all. I want to talk to you. If you a certain age, baby, don't think you can't do it. And especially if you are in this 40 plus category, because sometimes we get pushed to the curb. I mean, at least that's our mentality, like because you got so many young people doing stuff, and like the older folks, the seasoned, refined folks, we get pushed to the side. In
Yeah.
past time has happened. And especially in this age, baby, because these young folks, child, a lot of them, they don't reverence the older folk. We use that word old. My bad. I said the old word.
Refined.
Refined. I wish I could roll my R's. Do it again. Say it again. Say it again. Oh, go.
Refined.
You
I
go.
get. Do you know if I use the word old, they are going to come for me on this live stream? I can never dare.
No, we can't use the word old. We use the word refined and seasoned. I like this seasoned.
Seasoned. I love it.
Mhm. A little Laura seasoning sauce, a little Texas Pete, baby.
Yeah. So and how's the experience been like? Just just speaking to the 40 plus crowd, and what are
Yeah.
some of the what do you think is so special, especially about being a creator over 40? That and I know you've talked a lot about this, and guys, in case you're connected to Auntie, you need to watch her video so you learn so much about this. What is that thing about the 40 plus crowd that is very special, that other the young the kids, as I think
Very
the
carefully
kids,
now.
yeah, that the kids may not necessarily appreciate.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I guess you got to surround yourself with people who are going to help you succeed. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I want to be surrounded by my own little age group. Like I said, of course,
Mm,
other people are going to be, younger folks. They, will view maybe, hopefully they are, but since it is a specific little group, then that's who my target audience is, and I want to be surrounded by these seasoned, refined generation, because so many of us out there, and I've seen so many who are doing so well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with, I think his name is Old Mike. His saying is, if you ain't dead, it ain't over, or something like that. He always say that, and he's 81 or 82 years old, and it's just amazing how a 81-year-old looking good, doing what he doing. Come on now. There's plenty. Miss Debbie Sue. Miss Debbie Sue's another one. I don't know how old Miss Debbie Sue is, but she's definitely a seasoned, refined lady. And her
yeah,
channel is doing good because we got something to say. We got stuff we can talk about. We have life experiences. That is our what you call it? It's the advantage. That's one of our advantages. I like to call that's our superpower.
mm.
We got something we can talk about. We got something we can tell these young whippersnappers, honey. Um, it's just, baby, just do what you can. Just have a mindset. This is for this audience. This is my demographics. This is who I'm talking to. Y'all come on board. Surround yourself with people that are going to help you succeed. So that's my mentality. I know my young folks out there, and listen to all my young folks in the chat. All y'all cool folks. I love y'all. I love it. I appreciate y'all calling me auntie. I love it. I love it. Red's room in the house. Nephew number one in the house, and he just woke up. He just woke
Auntie, it's resume your target audience, so it's one of the kids.
Red's room. Well, he won the kids. He won the kids. He's in the kid group, but he's, what? I love this one. I tell you, that's my nephew. I really love Red. He is his community. I said he don't like for me to say his community because it's our community. Being in that community is what helped me connect with you. Simone TV. There's so many others, so many. I would hear them saying stuff about Mr. President, saying how you had, because they had this little language, they have this little, what you call it? What you call it when they have it's their own inside language. They be the code words. They had these code words. And I'm like, what? He stuck where? Oh my God, are you serious? I'm thinking this really Goga is trapped somewhere. He's in customs, you know what I'm saying? And,
I like how they are laughing on the chat because of how you are being very. There's a way you're describing it. That insider language, and they all know it, so they're all laughing at it. Anabu is laughing, Red is laughing because they know what you're talking about.
They know, and they good at it. Listen, when they were talking about the plane crash, they were saying all this stuff. I know what you're talking about.
Auntie, shh, that is not necessary. You don't need to talk about plane crashes. It's too soon.
Okay.
Plane crashes and
honey, one thing I can say, baby, everything you can't believe everything you read, baby, everything you hear. It got a different meaning behind it. That's all I'm saying.
But and I think that's for me. I like what you said about how you needed, you need to speak to this group of people. You need to speak to this segment of the YouTube community. It does not mean that it does not mean that you have anything against the kids or
No, I
anything.
love young folks, honey. They keep me young. I tell my children that all the time, baby. Y'all have to keep me young. I love young folks. I would rather sometimes mentor, be around young folks, because like I
Yeah,
said, long they be respectable. You know what I'm saying? I
absolutely,
love young folks. I love young people. I'm just saying they help keep me young. And they keep me hip. They keep me in loop of things, Taka. They be telling me this stuff I don't be knowing nothing about. And then there's like Lil J and then my other Anita Mae. They be honey, these young folk, they can teach you some stuff. They lingo, and that's the right word. They lingo. Child, they be saying stuff. I'm like, what? And then when I get it, child, like, okay, I'm in the game. They would be saying, we outside. Somebody said, we outside.
we outside. Red is going to say, I'm outside, and it becomes, oh yeah, we outside.
I'm like, what is they talking about, baby? We in the house, baby. No, I ain't outside. I'm in the house. It's too cold out there. Come to find out they had this with their own little, you know what I'm saying? They meant something completely different.
Challenges of starting content creation late. What are some of the things that you grapple with? And I like how you say that your kids actually really helped you navigate some of the challenges. What are some of like your pressing challenges on content other than editing? Because I know you're going to say editing right there. What is the other challenge that you like grappled with, especially when you started YouTube, like taking YouTube more seriously?
What things that I had like a little struggles with?
Yes.
Of course, editing. I think with me, it's because to me, having a set place. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate, that's one of the things I talked about in my other video chat. I bring it up. It's way easier if you have a set place, kind of, that you got your stuff already set up. You can just go in and sit down and record, or you could got your stuff, you can go outside. It's just that sometimes it's just a place to record and having to move stuff around, shuffling stuff around. I hate that. See, like you got your stuff right there. You ain't got to be moving. You know what I'm saying? Some people have a office space. And I do have a little office space, but child, that's my work office space. You can't. You gotta be careful, child, because you can't let your computer stuff. Careful. Just a place to record. And then I have so many content ideas. To me, everything is content.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get in trouble with that because my son, Lil J, I'm gonna put Lil J out there because he's the main one. Anytime he says something and I'm like, "Ooh, that's an idea," he's like, "Oh, here we go again. You using me." But yeah, everything is content. Everything to me is content.
Do you ever get those moments like you're with the family or even the husband, and then you're like, I wish I had my car. I wish I could record this. You literally, you don't have to say it loud, but you're just like, this could have made a very nice video.
All the time, honey. Especially with dealing with my mister, honey. He is. I said, baby, you can have a show. You can have a real show on Netflix, honey, because you is a trip. It really is. And I be missing some of those moments. That's why I said, baby, if you can have you a camera, we're so blessed nowadays to have our phones. Because back in the day, there were so many moments I wish I had captured, like even moments with my dad and just different things that happened. And like I hate to keep bringing up the mister, but he has so many life experiences. When I tell you this man can write a book, really, it's like stuff you see on TV. You will not believe it. It's like you can't believe this actually happened. But he tells the story so good. I wasn't there, but he tells the story so good. Sometimes I'll go back and say, "You remember the time we were so and so?" He was like, "No, baby, you weren't there. That was my story." But he tells it so good.
that it ends up like me, like, this is my story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just having that camera. It's good to be, if you can just have your cameras and stuff available, baby, they got cameras everywhere. So you have to be real careful. Be careful, because they will get you. They have some receipts. They have for sure.
Yeah, your nephew says, I don't have much space either, but I make it work. I just make it work. And then let me see. Stabum says 1 + 2 is equal content. Is equal to content.
There he go.
Yeah. Welcome
And
at this. This nice to see you. Savvy Kitchen is laughing. Yeah, you guys, I know you are relating. You're related to this, so
yeah,
that's why you
yeah.
guys are laughing like crazy. All right. Goga, I'm outside, of course. Right
I'm
now we are out.
outside.
We outside. Anyway, in terms of there's something I like about also people, like the 40 plus crowd when it comes to content. These are people actually like, it is almost, how do I put it? It's almost impossible to find drama with this kind of demography. And you talk about it in your videos. You talk about it's a grown crowd. There's you have life experience going on there. You have like, you're matured. So there's certain things that you don't do anymore.
Right.
Um, but we live in a when you're in the YouTube space, you live in a space that loves and thrives on drama. Like if there's no drama, it's like, hey, nothing is happening. We need like something, something to happen. How are you able to stay sane, especially in the face of drama on a place like YouTube? um
Hmm.
and yes.
You heard me grunt. Hmm.
Hey, I know. Yeah, you even sighed and gave me that look. I'm like, uh-oh.
You decide out. Hmm. You would think that would be the case. But that's not always the case, honey. I mean, but maybe it's not as much. It's not as much, well, I haven't experienced as much. Not to say I haven't experienced some, but
Mm.
this crowd is normally a little bit more, a little bit more settled, and it's not all about all that drama and keeping up, what I'm saying, mess all the time. So, that's my space. That's a space I want to be in where people are just, they're here to enjoy each other, support each other, learn, create together. That's the space. That's just my space. And that's pretty much the people I surround myself. Like I said before, baby, you have to surround yourself with people that are going to help you succeed because you got plenty of haters out there. And I don't like to be in that hater bunch. I don't like to be in that around that crowd. I don't think nobody wants to, except for the ones that really are haters. But
Yeah.
you're gonna have people that's gonna be negative and say negative things, or take what you're saying the wrong way and run with it. You know what I'm saying? The trolls, all that kind of stuff. So that was the
Oh,
thing. I was worried about them trolls, child. I was worried I was gonna have a lot of trolls, but I've been blessed. I have been truly blessed. I have one or two, but it's nothing major. You know what I'm saying? So thank God for that. But you just have that mindset, baby, that
yeah.
they're gonna come at you one way or the other, sooner or later. Somebody gonna come at you, especially when you start excelling. Don't you start excelling, child. Mm-mm. Somebody gonna put their mouth on you and say something wrong to try to deter other people from coming to your channel, or try to, what I'm saying, to shut you down, all that kind of stuff. So you just know it's coming. Just as sure as you living, it's gonna come.
Mhm. When it came to growing your channel, and congratulations on on that milestone, getting monetized. What were your favorite go-to things? Like some people like are very comfortable doing live streams. Some
Mm.
people are very comfortable doing videos. Some people are very comfortable doing shorts. What was it that you gravitated more towards in terms of growing your channel?
Well, now, first of all, and first and foremost, I started out.
When somebody starts with a sentence, first of all, there
First
is data, there is graphs, there is charts, there is receipts. Okay, we listening.
of all, there are receipts. Let me tell you, the first things that I really started posting, I don't know if I didn't mention this, but the first things that I really started posting pretty much back to back. Let me tell y'all, I was in the room one day. And see, I like I say, y'all know I'm from the South, and we like dealing with, we use some mud eels, and we call them mud eels, and grandmamas and big mamas. So I would always hear in my head a big mama talking on the phone to her friend. So the first couple of things I was kind of doing was shorts. I was doing these little shorts, and I had this character. She didn't have no name then, but I ended up naming her Mom May. But she would be on the phone, child. Child, I made me a little microphone. Geraldine, how you doing, baby? And I had on my little scarf on my head. You know what I'm saying? I'd be on the phone talking to Geraldine, and Geraldine would be talking back. You could hear in the background, and then the little voice in the background, that was little J. That was little J. So I'm like, baby, did you hear what happened to Mr. Joe? Child, yeah, the bird flew in the house. And you know what they say about birds in the house. So I started doing things like that. Shorts like that. Y'all can go back and look at the receipts. I give you my permission. Go back and look at them. But that's how it all started. So to me, short started out with fun. It was just fun. It was fun because I could do that real quick. And then once I learned to use different platforms, different tools, I guess you can call them tools, apps, whatever. Oh, Red sending some gifts. Thank you, some memberships. Thank you. I appreciate you, nephew, in the house. Let me see who got gifts. Goga, can you read who got the gifts? Cause baby, I can't.
Let me pull an Oprah for you. Thank you so much, Reds, for the gifts. The Gamble After Dark, you're a member. Simply Debisu, you're a member. Bambi Pelamo, you're a member. Chef Frost and Dog, you're a member. Florence Hodges, you're a member. I think that's everyone.
Thank you, nephew. That's why he nephew number one, nephew number one.
Congratulations to all those guys, and yeah, please do thank Reds on the chat. And remember, once again, you can drop those nice brown hearts over at the chat just to make sure that you are appreciating our guest co-host.
Nephew, you see my heart? It look pretty good, don't it? Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's pretty good. Did you? why you struggling with that?
Brown heart. Fluffy Diva says, stunt. I like that. Now, Fluffy Diva coming and talking about some tuna Jeep. I'm going to tell y'all the story about the tuna maybe later. That's BOK's mess. You keep saying tuna everywhere in the chat. Well, I'm going to have to explain to y'all that don't BOK. Bench, a.k.a. hashtag benchmark BOK from BOK Food Freaks. She ain't in the house today, so she can't defend herself, so I control her instead of her trolling me.
She will know. We love Auntie. Thank you so much, Reds, for that. I don't know that you are. I don't know that you had finished your thought or you just on.
I got sidetracked. Don't take much for me to get sidetracked. Now, what I was talking about, baby?
Oh yeah, you're talking about the shorts and stuff. So we were talking about the content here.
Right. So yeah, I started out doing the shorts with the mud deer, big mama type mentality. She would always be on the phone talking to Geraldine. And so I love doing that. It was like, ooh, it was just so fun to me. And I just did several of them. I had like a little series and it was called Very Superstitious. I had like a little series because you know how the old folk back in the day, baby, you know how they have to be real superstitious. They have all kinds of superstitious sayings. They have all kinds of superstitious sayings. They talk about the bird in the house, child. They talk about don't put the hat on the bed, child. All kind of superstitious stuff. So those are things I was talking about. And I had got me a little series going on, child. It's called Very Superstitious. So that started out like that, and so that was easy for me, easy breezy. And then I moved on to start, like I said, doing actual content, more content. That was hard for me to just getting in front of that camera and start making stuff because I had ideas, but I didn't know how to implement them. But the worst of all, I repeat, I did not want to do lives. Period. With a T.
Why?
Because I couldn't edit that. Out. If I blooped up, I couldn't edit it out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm like, child. And then I was like, I don't know if the light's gonna be just right. I don't know how I'm gonna be looking on that. I can't edit that out. I wanted no parts of it. No parts. But I would see Mrs. Paula from Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. I would see YouTube Over 40. Karen, I'm about to call out my girls. So I shout them out. Her channel was called YouTube Over 40. She was doing the shorts. Mrs. Paula Does Retirement doing the not the shorts, the lives. I would see so many of my friends doing lives, and they were just flourishing. They were doing great. Miss TT, thank you so much, TT, for the 5 memberships in the house, TT. And
thank you, TT. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Who are your members? Boss Lady Denise, you're a member. Elevate, you're a member. Next with Nicola, you're a member. Timmy Michelle, you're a member. Shadow Scout Suite, you're a member. Woo! Congratulations on all the memberships.
Nice, very nice. Thank you so much, Miss TT. Miss TT is another. Oh, she's a sweetie. I love TT too.
This is one of my problems. TT is my problems on YouTube, but anyway.
Receipts. I got some receipts from them days too with Miss TT. You know what I'm saying? On your fooling with you. You know what I'm talking about? I got some.
TT and your nephew are usually my problems on YouTube. But I've made peace with it. They're always trouble for me.
Well, nephews usually trouble. Him and BOK usually trouble. Every now and then, Miss TT might stick her toe in a little bit, but she ain't bad as some other two child.
And she says, Auntie, I love you. She just said that. And yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much for that.
honey dip flexing them emojis, some membership emojis saying, gee, hi, I love it, I love it, I
I
love it.
love, I love, I love how your son came to the chat because your son is giving, he's giving at least a nice commentary for more receipts. Me and Honey got her to go live. You're welcome, Mama. And like I said, you're welcome. I know you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let me say that since you're already dropping the receipts and dropping it into the chatman, as Tina Mo for show would say, the chatman. I don't know if y'all know Tina Mo for show. That's my girl right there too. I can't call her no girl, honey, because she is a full grown woman. Tina Mo for show, y'all. I'm just saying, if y'all don't know Tina Mo for show, y'all need to, people over there see what she got going on. That's my girl. She calls it the chatman. So I can't steal her word. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving her credit for it. So Lil J is over there in the chat mid talking much junk. So Nita Mae and Lil J, they said, go ahead on and do it. Nita Mae said, well, just do it, do it, do it. I was like, I don't want to do no live. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. She was like, no, just go, just do it, Auntie, just do it. And so, honey, we did. We tried our wings, baby. We didn't fly. We fell to the ground. I'm just telling you now. We failed. We hit some rocks. We hit some rocks on our first flight because we didn't know what we were doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I tried to go live using my laptop. I know what we did. Tried to go live using the laptop. I didn't know all the little other stuff I had to do. So we had the voices, baby. You could hear us live and clear, but you couldn't see.
Yeah.
You couldn't see nothing. We couldn't see us. We were using that YouTube thing. We couldn't see nothing. So we were just talking. Hey, y'all. Everybody was coming on the channel like, hey, we can hear y'all, but we can't see y'all. So we like, it flopped. It flopped. But we figured it out. You know what I'm saying? We figured it out. And finally, once I got to doing the child, they started calling me the live queen. Because it was addictive. It became addictive. And it's like, I want to do it live. I want to do it live. And so once you do it that first time, you hook, baby. That's how it was. That live, baby. I can do it live any day, baby. Any day.
What was the biggest fear with the live? Was it I know you say that it's live and you can't edit and you have to be the perfect Miss Southern Belle, you have to be refined as you are. I know, and you really have no control of our lives because anything can happen.
Exactly.
What was your fear, especially when you did that first live stream? And I like how you say you hit some rocks. It wasn't perfect, but you still showed up. So to the people who are like having a dilemma and they're also like struggling and they're thinking of, I need to join I need to do a live stream. And what are some of now, with the benefit of experience, what are some of the lessons that you can now share? And thank you so much, Miss TikTok, for the super chat. May your pot bring in abundance and the 7 months of trust. Misha Bless is saying, I am from church. Welcome, Misha. Nice to see. Misha, you go to church? I'm sorry, I had to ask. Misha Bless, you go to church? Like
Yes.
since when?
Yes.
Like,
Misha's up in the church house.
Misha, which church? Like, I'll these are receipts. I'll ask later. And then I like how he says, we are not troubled, we are engagement. I love that line.
Okay, nephew, that's your story. You stick with
it. All right. Yeah, so we are talking about now to somebody who's like scared of doing a live stream, their first live stream. And now knowing what you know now, what is that one thing you'll tell them, you're going to say, just do it.
Exactly. My words exactly. I was about to say that. It's just like anything that you try for the first time. You might have some reservations about it, as they say, like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But, you won't know what you can do until you do. You just don't know what you can do if you don't never do it. So just go ahead and do it. Just start out slow. A lot of people say they only start out maybe, you may not be able to do a whole 30 minutes, a whole hour. I have a friend who, and listen, y'all, I got to shout out I hope y'all don't mind. I'm shouting out my crew, my circle, because they, you know what I'm saying? I don't think she's in the chat, but her name is 60 plus and Sophie. And we call her Q because we call her Q. For the longest I was calling her Sophie, but her sweet little dog's name is Sophie. Her name is Q. But Q would always saying that she told me that she did not want to do a live. She said her first live, baby, she said she was on it for maybe 10 minutes. She said that was the hardest 10 minutes of her whole YouTube career. She had a hard time. And I can understand that, Q baby. I understand. But fortunately for me, it was easier because I had other people with me. I had my team, I like to call them my team, my A team with me. And so it made it easier. My A team made it easier. And so if you can get people around you, I don't say people around, but you can get somebody to go live with you, then it's easier. Maybe, maybe not. But the bottom line is, baby, you just got to do it. Just get on there. Just put that camera on and just start talking. And you probably ain't gonna have nobody hold a first chat in the first live. I'm just saying, you probably might not, unless you done told people in your circle, baby, I'm finna go live on such and such and days. Then we gonna come in and support you. But for the most part, the first time around, you may not have many viewers, many people in the chat. But so what? Keep doing it. The more you engage, the more engagements you have, the more you'll get comfortable with doing it, and more people will start to engage. So just do it. Basically, like you said, just do it, baby. Just do it. Like me. Just.
Sorry, I saw my sister on the chat, Gina, on the chat. Gina! Wait, that's your...
Who that is? Who know that me? Who said Gina?
This is your namesake, Gina.
Oh, Lord, nephew. Put all my business out there, but yeah. Well, hey, that is why it's G for Gina. That's, what I'm saying, that's my nickname, Gina. Gina May. My husband called me Gina May.
The first time I was like, wait, Gina Gina of Jason and Gina?
Well, not that one. But yeah,
yeah. But anyway, just to Gina, I hope you guys are safe. Jason and Gina, they did a video yesterday. They are in Qatar, and whatever is going on in the world right now is not exactly pretty.
Right.
Yeah. So I do hope you guys are safe. There are two Ginas. So there's Gina. She's Mrs. G, and then there's you.
We got two Ginas in the chat mate. But yeah, that's me too. I'm a Gina too.
Did you ever encounter trolls, especially when you're doing in those live streams?
Not very many. Like I said earlier, I've been very fortunate, very blessed, and I have very many trolls. One or two would come in, but it was nothing that was like super, trollish, other than Red and be okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, but I've been blessed. So many people have some really nasty trolls that come in, really nasty things, and I
can imagine.
And I know how to handle them if they come in. The ones that I have had, baby, I know how to handle them.
I like. Oh, you do have you have a blessing from Winston down there on the chat.
Oh, nephew,
the brown hat. Thank you, Winston, for that chat.
Winston, that's nephew number 1.5. I tell him he's when Red Room ain't in the chat, nephew Winston is number 1. I say that because we don't want nephew number 1 Red to go and cry in the car. So I just
because you do know Reds is going to make you have to manage Reds because he's going to make a whole live stream around it, throwing tantrums.
Exactly.
Auntie, you good. You know your nephews very well. You have to manage. You have to be politically correct. You're like, oh yeah, I have to clarify because Reds is going to do a whole dedication.
Yep, exactly. I know. Look, when you know your folks, Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jay, you'll get us into trouble. Jay.
What did she say? What did he say?
Jay, you'll get us into trouble. Reds is Reds is going to create a whole show, a mix-up show, and no, don't give Reds content, Jay. We'll get into trouble. We'll not hear the end of it the whole week. Please. Please. See how your mom knows how to play the politics? She knows how to manage it because she knows.
That's it. I know how to manage, baby. And politics, baby.
Misha, nice to see you. Thank you so much, Misha. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Misha, Workplay Live, we see you as well. Thank you so much. Guys, if you have any question you want to ask your favorite auntie, feel free to drop it on the chat. If you have any comments based on your experience We are discussing, we are discussing a very interesting topic. It's never too late to create. And she just shared her experience about being a creator over 40. What are the challenges? What are the what are the like opportunities, and why is it important for her to target that particular demography, and why is it like crucial for her to actually make sure she's targeting that. Auntie, of your monetization journey, like how was that experience? Like when you started posting content more frequently, when you started going live more frequently, and now I like how you said it gets addictive, yeah, because now it becomes like a place, like it's one of those things that you go to a coffee house, you want to do a live stream, you like wake up, you'll do a morning routine. It's like, oh, guys have to see me live. You like you want to you're in maybe like you're taking like you're like in a fancy hotel. You're like, oh, this would be nice content to go live. Like, you tend to
Right.
have those.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So
I
how
mean,
was
go ahead. I'm sorry.
how was your like, oh wow, I'm dressed. I look so good this evening in my nice brown outfit. I need to go live. Yeah. Um, what was that journey? How would you, like, when you joined YouTube, did you ever like see yourself becoming a monetized channel? Did you ever, or was that even anywhere in your radar? Like, or it's something that just happened, like, oh wow, this can happen?
Yeah, it was. Definitely. That was a goal. That was one of my goals. I said, we're not straight from the jump because, well, let me tell you. You see, every time you ask me these questions, I have to go back and tell you a backstory about how things got the way it is. So I did not know anything about monetization. I know nothing about it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I know nothing about it. So I started looking at other people saying monetization. What is that? So then you know me, I had to do my little research. And once I found out what it was about, and I was like, you got to have 4,000 watch hours? What? Man, I don't even have but 120. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, now you go and check your studio.
Exactly. I'm like, man, I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's going to take forever. But then I saw, where you have to have 500, the tiers of monetization, right? So the first tier, I finally got them 500 subscribers. And then I finally, it took forever because I did a video on child, like everybody getting monetized but me. So I did videos on that. It just, child, I was feeling some type of way because I would always go on and encourage other folks and be on their lives and be on their, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, dang, ain't nobody, what going on here? Oh, yeah. So I did videos on that. And so it was a journey. But once I started, I think I started posting a little bit more regularly because I learned some YouTube tips. And I listened from other people, what they were doing. So I started trying to post a little bit more regularly. Because at the time, child, I was posting maybe two videos a month, child. I wasn't doing nothing. I was slacking because it was hard. It was just hard for me to do the editing. It would take me, oh my God, hours. I'm like, oh my God, days sometimes to do an edit. And it just that was the part. It was so irritating to me because I didn't want to, I just didn't like it. I love it because that was kind of my field because I've always been in graphics, child. I should do flyers and do bulletins and do wedding invitations. I did all that kind of stuff. So that was kind of already in my, you know what I'm saying? But it was a whole nother ball game. But once I got to posting a little bit more regularly, I started seeing my hours pick up. And once I finally got my head in the right place, I started doing it. Posting way more regularly. Now, here's the thing. Once I didn't even know that you could get super chats and none of that stuff at the first tier. That show you how ignorant I was. I didn't know that. Me and Nita Mae, we was cleaning up. We go and clean up. We do stuff. We clean up at my place of worship. We rotate days to clean. You know what I'm saying? So this was our week to clean. So me and Nita Mae, we was just clean. I said, Nita Mae, let's do a live. We for a few minutes, just do a live, child. So we got on there, child, did our lives. And lo and behold, it was going to be a quick live. Lo and behold, guess what happened? Guess what happened? Child. Nephew Nim did a ninja raid.
Ninja raid.
Yes. I was just shocked. Because we had planned on being on there, but like a good about 30 minutes. And next thing we know, we just chit-chatting about whatever, never have no subject really. And next thing I know, I saw Ninja. I said, what is that? What is that? You're looking like, what is that? And then then the people start coming in, start rolling in. We had Winstone in the house. I mean, we had a bunch of folks came in, and it was so, oh my God, it was so fulfilling to me. I think I had just got monetized on that first tier, and then I start seeing all the the super. They were giving me super chats.
Hey,
Oh my God. Oh, it was just amazing. So that was amazing to me. That was like back in October, whatever year that was. I don't know what year it was. 2024, 2025. So anyway, I got, honey, they blessed me. They really, I mean, when I tell you they blessed me, they blessed Auntie. And I was just so overwhelmed. I cried in the car.
She did.
But anyway, so that was how I found out you could get monetized. And it was like right after, because Red had already told me, well, you need to go ahead on and set your stuff up for monetization. You know, you have to go through those steps, you know what I'm saying, for that first tier. So once you get fully monetized, you have to worry about all that. So nephew told me what to do. Like I say, he's been a mentor to me now. Nephew been a mentor to Auntie. He has. And you've been a mentor to Red, and what you passed it on down the line. They're going on down the line. So I mean, thank you so much. So he told me what to do. And sure enough, like I said, the next 2 days, China folk told me, baby, you accepted in the YouTube partnership. And there we go. So I got the Ninja Raid, honey. They blessed Auntie. That's all I got to say. They really blessed me. So that was exciting. It was very exciting. Very exciting at first.
I love that. And I love how I love how your growth on YouTube is also like you're celebrating community, and you're recognizing the power of community to have actually at least helped you figure most of these things out. Ninja Raid, who knew that? And that's why Reds gets very personal when people don't trade, because it takes a village, Auntie. It takes a village.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah. Red, I mean, take your plus. That was, and your nephew says that was a surprise for Auntie. What? Okay. This is me looking for receipts. I'm just on a witch hunt right now. How did you finally figure out what a raid is?
Red's room. I told you that. He's been my mentor. I mean, really, so much. I learned so much from him. I'm still learning. And every time I have a little issue, the first person I'm gonna shoot him an email or something like, nephew, help me out. You know, help Auntie out. You know, I'm a little old, but I don't like use that old word. I say season. Help me out. He's always gonna help me. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't understand what the raid was. Then, of course, you know, after that, I went to do some research and I found this actually called a redirect. But yeah.
It goes back to the insider language you're talking about earlier.
Exactly. But listen, but let me tell you this. Look, I'm gonna say this here and I'm gonna let you finish. God, I've been forgot. You know, I told you how they would have me thinking there were planes and stuff was crashing, all that stuff. That's when I found out, honey, what they meant by planes crashing, getting stuck in customs, all that kind of stuff. When they were talking about the raids, I had no idea. And they have a term for everything. Anything you do wrong, they got a term for it. And
oh my God, that is so funny, because when I remember these plane crashes, and when we failed to raid, and like Reds and Titi are like they're literally standing guard on me, waiting for me to like crash a flight. It's like it's like you think they were not there, and then tomorrow morning they're saying, Goga, where did you send us yesterday? And I'm like, oh my God, you were there? It's like, yeah, we were there watching, and we're just like, and I'm like, you guys just let it go. Shh.
Let it go. Exactly. They can't. You have to pay them hush money. They will not let it go. I had a little incident, child, because I was new. Had recently got my pilot's license, right? I was just fresh out, fresh out of class. And so, but it wasn't my fault. Now, the first time I did it right, neither made me do it right. We did it right. Now, this last time, it wasn't my fault. Well, it kind of was my fault, because I didn't send out a scout, or my scout, saying my scout didn't quite scout for me. I ain't calling no name. Oh, now she finna come try. Oh Lord, did she come for to explain? So look, listen, Nita May got to come in and give her explanation of what happened. But she was my scout. Nita May is in the house. Yes, she is.
Hi, how you doing? Please give us the receipts on how did she crash that flight?
She told me to go look and see if that particular terminal was open. At that point in time, it was.
The terminal was open.
She did not tell me to go back and check and see if the terminal was still open before our flight left. I did my job originally. She did not tell me to go back and check again. So whose fault was it? The pilot.
The pilot.
Not
Okay.
mine.
Right. Okay. She explained what happened. But what happened was it was my fault. I take it. But see, I just got my pilot's license. That's why I keep trying to tell you I was fresh out of class, right? So we flew over there. We successfully flew to the terminal, but it had closed. Yep, it had closed. And so the next day, when I was on somebody's live, I was surprised that TT went to tell all the business.
TT just told everybody.
TT told everybody. I'm like, shh. And then nephew, he get in on it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, allow me. What how you say it? Allow me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's my fault. Well, technically it was.
Yeah, because you didn't say I had to go back and check again.
But now we know what to do now. From now on, thanks to your teachings, Goga, from Red's room and TT. They always tell you, look, get your scout. Go check it out. Make sure more than once. Make sure the terminal is still open. So now I know.
I like the terminology you're using. Like, what does when you're in the house and you guys are talking about terminals, pilots,
right.
Like,
yeah. So yeah, we learning, baby. We learning. So all I can say is Red is taking notes, terminal close, all of that stuff. Yeah, that's true. TT said that Red is nephew number 3. I don't know how you put him way down in number 3. She been saying that now. So TT trolling Red. TT, you all right with me?
It wasn't my fault because I was new at the scouting. Nobody told me that.
I don't think it was your. I don't think it was your fault. Let me ask you a question, and don't blink twice in case mom is threatening you or anything. How long did she, after you gave her the scouting message? How long did she stay on the live stream talking after
That's the thing. We were probably on there another good 30 minutes. We were.
Oh my God.
Because it was like that particular live started maybe
I honestly guys, I love her already.
So you didn't say I had to go back and make sure.
She right. My baby girl is right. She right. I take full responsibility for that. But now we know.
Yeah.
We can't, once we check, we need to go ahead on the hush up and go on over there.
Yep.
No, yeah, because if the pilot kept on talking to the passengers and forgot that the scout had already done her job anyway.
She did. My darling did. She did. She did right. So this is my baby girl. This is Nita Mae. And for those who don't know, I think everybody probably know this is Nita Mae. Nita Mae was the sweetheart that was behind the camera. She was the one that helped Auntie out. So she's part of the 18. And before we leave, hopefully I'm gonna get the other one to come in.
Lil J.
I don't know how long we got, what time it is.
Come on, Lil J.
But definitely, I don't know how many more questions. Goga, Mr. President. This is Mr. President right here.
Mr. President.
I'm telling you all this inside language and lingo. Honey, I ain't know none of that meant. They said he was over there stuck in customs. Y'all, please send him some nickels when he can get out from over there.
You thought he was really trapped? Why is he trapped?
And why is he trapped in customs?
No, I love what your daughter just gave. The terminal was closed. I love that terminology. She just gave us like an addition into the vocabulary right there.
Exactly. We love it. But it's so funny, y'all. I tell you, this has been a blast. I mean, I'm having a good time. I was so nervous.
She was very nervous.
Oh, she was? Tell us.
She was.
Oh, wow.
She was very nervous.
Look at her looking all confident, it's like, oh, I was born for this. I'm impressed.
She had no reason to be nervous.
And
Look, Jackie.
What's up?
This is
Hello.
my 18.
Wait, let me on screen so that they can. This can be a station.
These are my babies. I love them. These are the cats that keep me young. They keep me.
Oh,
Yeah, they do.
somebody actually said Nina is your sister, and
Sister, you said
someone.
oh, look. That could be good or bad.
So either way,
I know where you are leaning towards. I can see it.
she look super young or I look super old.
No, you are amazing.
She's my like for real. This is my like for real.
Oh, favorite.
So
My
let's see
favorite,
that screen.
Y'all screenshot it now. Come on in.
Beautiful family. Very nice. You guys are getting a lot. Guys, yes, please, as you're dropping those nice brown hearts on the chat, yeah, please drop those brown hearts on the chat for the
I see
family.
some tunas in there.
Yeah. But before you get rid of these amazing people on the skin, we need receipts. So each of you is going to give us like an answer to this question.
Okay.
What is that one thing since mom got onto YouTube you can't stand? What is that one thing that you can't stand ever since mom got onto YouTube? Feel free.
But you can't stand.
That I can't
What's the
stand?
one thing that y'all can't stand? And that kind of
Stand?
YouTube?
That she feels like since she's on YouTube, that everybody needs to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like everybody needs to be a
I have
content
to
creator.
Start your own channel.
Start your own channel.
I gotta get pulled in against my will.
Like she feels like everybody should have a YouTube channel. You can do a YouTube channel. You need a YouTube channel. You need a YouTube channel.
Like Oprah Winfrey type of thing.
You need a channel. You need a channel.
Everybody gets a chance.
Everybody gets a channel.
Thank you, cousin Rick.
Thank you,
Oh, wow.
nephew. No
Thanks,
receipts
Ray.
on a ninja. Hush money, hush money, hush money.
Hush money. Hi, this is hush money actually. Like, kids, let it go. Yeah.
Simply Kira's in the house.
Man.
Kira's in the house. Hey, darling, what's going on? This is my girl. Look. I gotta talk about her now. Listen. Look, I have to give credit where credit's due. When Kira is another one of the amazing. Now Kira, I don't know if she's in the 40. I don't know. She might not be in the 40 plus group now. I don't know. She might be a little younger than 40. If she is, honey, she look younger than 40. That's all I'm saying. But Kira and I are born in the same month, so we kind of got the same little personality. But she was one of the ones who I saw on doing content, and I said, because I was a little stiff. I was stiff. You know what I'm talking about? I was stiff.
A little rigid.
I was a little rigid, you know what I'm saying? A little rough around the corner. But when I watched Kira, I said, you know what? That's really more of how I am, how I can be. I know this is me, you know what I'm saying? So I had to loosen up. When I watched her, I watched Kira, honey. I said, girl, go on, girl. And she just, like I said, no, I ain't all in this zodiac sign stuff, not really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it is what it is. You act a certain way with certain, you're born on a certain sign. So Kira and I are both Sagittarius. And so but she, she a little bit more, a little more, she got a little bit more pizzazz.
A little razzle down.
She's a little younger than me. So you know what I'm saying? She can do some things that Auntie can't do.
Okay.
But anyway, I just had to give her a shout out because I love watching her content. Y'all, oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's amazing. I love to watch the content. And for her age, baby, she be dropping some gems, honey. She do them car chit chats. Y'all.
Do you guys have your like somebody's interested? Do you guys have like your own YouTube channels now that mom keeps on saying everybody should get a channel?
I do, but I don't.
I don't.
I do, but I've only got one video. I'm not really active on mine.
I'm a super supporter.
She supports. She supports. He really he has one video.
I'm just there. I'm just here.
So, guys, talk nicely. I mean, these are 2 subscribers, guys. These are 2 supporters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk nicely to these people, guys, on the chat. Talk nicely to them. You'll get like new supporters.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you.
Go ahead on and break the eye. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Yeah.
on that. Oh, Kira, you're welcome, sweetheart. You are welcome. She said, thank you, Auntie. I mean every word of it now. Kira, I mean every word of it.
I love that. And thank you so much for the support also that, because mom was saying earlier about how you used to like help her, especially, with stuff, especially the camera and the editing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um,
Content.
the, uh,
And
and
content.
Um,
I like how they are rolling their eyes, but just a curious question because I think it would be nice to hear their perspective. What is that? At least based on her experience on YouTube, what is that one thing that even you guys are so amazed when you see her doing nowadays, and you're like, huh?
oh, it actually pretty nice. Well,
Do tell. Do tell.
I think the fact, just her confidence that you can just, if you look at like her older content and now you just see like her confidence has just grown.
it
And
has
she would
that's
just
true.
do a live at the drop of a hat, like, oop, content, let me do a live. Like she's just, her
Yeah.
mind is like content oriented,
Yeah.
like, and it's definitely grown over her process of.
Mhm.
Aw.
Her editing skills are also improved greatly too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. Yeah, I used to help her edit her videos a lot.
He's a great speaker. The great.
So she likes to call me the critiquer
Yeah.
because she would come to me and say, hey, how does it look? How does it look? And I would critique her if something needed to be edited or whatever. And, she's doing this now, but this is what she comes to do.
I do.
When she asks me things, I'm like, just give me a minute. But yeah, I'll help her out with a lot of stuff. But
He does.
like she would take pointers and she would use this and she acknowledges it.
Yeah.
And I can tell that she's been doing it because her editing skills have greatly improved since then.
Thank you so
So,
much. Thank you
yeah.
so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Now, Red's telling you, listen, Red says, Lil J, you need to get active. Don't make me have to pick up the phone.
Oh no!
You heard what your cousin said.
Wow. What you on time out?
You heard what he said. Yes.
Last question. Have you guys let me this is, and blink twice in case mom is threatening you by any chance. Look at Joy blinking like yes. I just want them to blink and then be like
Yes.
when you guys are just about to have a meal, has she pulled the card of this could be content before you guys start eating? Anywhere. It could have been a restaurant, it could have been at home, it could have been, yeah. Has she pulled that stunt? Because that is one thing that the families of creators complain about.
9 times out of 10, you already know that that's probably going to be a possibility. At this point, we are usually more surprised if there isn't a live
Yes,
than
absolutely.
if there is a live.
Yeah, agreed.
Because we just think, oh, we're all together, so there's gonna be a live.
Yeah.
That's just what we expect. So if it's not, we're like, you good?
Right. Something's
okay?
not right if she doesn't do a live when there's 3 of us here.
You're right. And then they're like, don't Joe, don't you want to do a live, especially when we have,
That's what I'm saying. And that's another thing. Okay, I can give a great example. I can give a great example.
Okay, go, it's time to go.
No. I'll give a good example. There was one time. Like, because the car chit chat.
The car chit chats, we know.
There was one like this is rare for us to do, but like when all 3 of us get together, and then there's it's 4. There was 4. We had a 4th member.
It was the quad squad.
It was called the quad squad, and we had everybody.
Everybody was there.
That was a rare opportunity, and I asked, "Did you want to do a live? Or like, did you want to do a little car chit chat?" And she's like,
No, I don't feel like
we
And
was
I had to push her. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah.
We was like, are you okay?
Are you okay? Exactly.
I had to give her the side eye. And like, are you sure? Because you won't get this opportunity a lot. So.
Yeah. So they're so used to it. They're like, if I'm not doing it, they're like something's wrong. And they will push me to do it. So I appreciate my 18. They are definitely the 18.
I love that. The A team, guys. I will release the A team. I know they're on the job right now. And I hope they're going to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So guys, that's the A team, and thank you so much. Somebody took screenshots. Make sure you send me the screenshots because those are receipts.
Send them to me, please.
That's a thumbnail right there. That's a thumbnail right
We
there.
are family.
Sorry, I gotta add that a little bit.
Yeah, that little bit,
Yeah,
little
just a
bit,
little
little bit.
All right. Okay. So Auntie, now let's talk about the G Hive. I know you're getting out. I know you're already like hitting the time there. So maybe if I could have like maybe 15 more minutes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay, guys, I needed to check her time because the Southern Belle said she's only here for 2 hours, so we have to get like some extra time. Yes, we have to ask for permission.
Such a gentleman.
Yeah.
Such a bit.
Very
No, you
good.
have because if I tomorrow she'll be like, Goga, you kept me there. I was supposed to be going somewhere on a date with my kids and stuff. I will not hear the end of it the whole week. She's going to make me content. So
Yes, and guess what?
Yeah,
Listen,
that's fair.
just so you know, I already done got a phone call from the mister. Like, what you doing? You still on there? Like, blame the host.
So let's talk about the G Hive at least, and then we'll get to there. I'll ask maybe like 2 last questions, and then we can release you. So building a community has been very crucial for you, especially on these YouTube streets. As much as you're targeting the over 40 crowd, and this community, you mentioned names, and I like how you're giving shout out to very specific people because of how they've uplifted your journey. Why is community important for you as a creator, and what has been the journey for you, especially as you're building that community?
Well, community is everything. It's really everything. That's just like if you move to a new location, you're moving from where you used to live at, baby. You move to somewhere else, and if you just that little house, there that nobody ever comes visit you, nobody bring you no apple pie, nobody ever welcome you into the community, and you don't feel isolated. You know what I'm saying? It's like you isolate, you are outsider, you're a sore thumb. And so to me, community is everything. And I like to make people feel at home, make people feel welcome. And people make me feel welcome. I appreciate it. They welcomed in my family, and community to me is everything. So that's why I say the G Hive. You know how the bees, they all work together.
They all communicate.
They work together, they communicate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they only got one queen. I'm just saying, but anyway, they work together. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about that hive. It's a community. They work together to make that hive flow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why
And thrive.
Yeah.
You
see what I'm saying? She knows the words to say everything.
She'd be on it with the words.
She
Be on it
does.
with the words.
She is. She's a word master.
Word guru.
Guru.
Someone is harassing me on the chat. Goga, you've not asked her my question. I'm like, okay, relax. I'm going to ask it. Okay. You expected this, Auntie. You've been to the Sunday service several times, and the okra question can never be skipped.
Oh, David. David.
Yeah, it's the famous okra question. And now we have 3. The A team can also like chime in on this.
Okra. I love me some okra.
Oh wow.
He don't like okra.
Nope.
Jay, your face is saying everything. What's going on?
His face tells everything.
They asked the question: is there ever an issue with the 3 of you?
Is okra ever an issue?
Is okra?
It's okra.
It's okra? I don't like okra.
He don't eat okra.
I don't like.
I like the bread.
Okay, Jay, we don't need to hear anything from you anymore. Thank you.
We already know your answer. It's a no.
No.
It's a no. I love me some okras, honey. I love okra, honey. I like it slimy. I like it fried batter, honey. I like it.
You like it
I
slimy.
can just get it and bite into it and enjoy it.
You like it slimy.
You know what I'm saying? The okra be a little slimy. I like so.
Mm.
So David, we on one accord.
No, we're not.
And I
I
think
just want the bread off the okra.
They're more southern than me. I don't like okra. No.
this is he does not like veggies. So him and Red's from his
You
cousin
ain't got to tell my business.
receipt.
Oh, okay.
So you and Red, y'all in the same boat.
Oh, we don't like veggies? Red. We stand up, brother. We stand up, brother.
And of course, Winston went okra finyam. Misha Bless is like food finyam.
Yes.
I think I'd rather eat string beans.
Well, yeah, string beans. You put some okra in your string beans.
No, I don't know okra for me.
Yeah.
No.
You say something very profound, and I think from your perspective, especially when you think of monetization, and having now been in the YouTube Partner program, and now that at least there's some revenue that is coming in through the channel. Do you see any other avenues of like niche you're going to pursue, or what is the plan now post monetization, because it's like a passive source of income? How should 40 plus creators think of monetization? Because most of these people are stable. It's not like they need the money from YouTube. I mean, just but yeah. So, what is your take on monetization, especially for creators who are over 40?
Well, I mean, listen, YouTube is not free. People say YouTube is free, baby. It's not. It's not, because you got to buy, you know what I'm saying? You got to have equipment, baby. You got to spend some money to make money, so to speak. So I don't think, maybe you start out with the mindset, I'm just doing it, I'm just doing it because it's what I want to do. But I think if you invest in your time, because time is the most valuable asset that we have. If you invest in your time in something, that's when you go to work, baby. That's your time. So if you invest in time, and I think you should be compensated. That's the word.
Right?
Auntie, did you see what the kids just did?
They already know, because that's all the time. Because I be like, I'm the kind of people word. I just do that. She know what it means.
I do that like neither.
It's how she said compensated.
Yeah,
She's
she's on it.
I'm intermediate.
She's in bad. But yeah,
I've had more years with her.
I guess so.
Sorry.
Well, you're right. But definitely, I think if you're doing this, it's whether you're young or older. Well, I didn't use the old word. Whether you're young or seasoned or refined, I think if you invest in your time in it, then yeah, you should pursue avenues to get compensated for it. Is that right? Okay. So yeah, but then there's all kind of avenues. Now, you can do the affiliate things, you do the branding, just all kind of ways. You just have to do a little research.
Yep.
And Goga is the research king.
Goga.
Yes. He is the king, not the king, but the king. I mean, you want to find out something, anything about YouTube, baby.
He's the man.
He's the man.
Man, what a
Wow.
Yeah, he is. He's very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable. And when you don't know, you better believe he's gonna do some detective work, and he's gonna find out for you. He's gonna find out. So I love it. But yeah, definitely, pursue all avenues of income. Whether you're just doing it, just supplement your income. Like I said, a lot of older folk.
Seasoned, refined.
Said the wrong word, but a lot of them may not need they might not just they ain't got to be their main source of income. But I think if you're doing this, then you should have a mindset that, look, I'm doing this, I need to get paid for my time. So research ways to do it. So definitely
Agreed.
Awesome. All right, guys, if there's any question on the chat, we have like 2 more minutes before we release Auntie. So I'm also mindful of the time. So in case you have any burning question, it has to be burning. Please feel free
burning questions.
Burning questions. Yeah.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Yeah, make sure it's burning. Make sure it's burning. I know the okra one was burning and it has been answered. Anything burning before we give her like the full screen to like do an outro, please drop it on the chat. In case it's a compliment, you also want to we welcome compliments as well. So you can just go there on her chat, just drop the compliment there because we are short on time. And make sure you put those nice brown hearts. Make sure you put those brown hearts there while at it. It's very important. And yeah, in case you want to ask anything, make sure you're also connected to her so that at least now when she's doing her shows and when she's doing her videos, she drops amazing videos every week that you want to have those videos. Just make sure that you understand why this is a very passionate area for her as a content creator. Auntie, my last question for you will be very simple. It can be something that can now help us at least like wrap up the conversation. If you could tell like, let's say every woman over 40 right now is listening to you, one sentence, what will that be, especially when it comes to content creation?
Oh my gosh, he went deep.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm gonna stay out of this one.
I'm a
They're backing out. My
No, he said over 40.
Over 40.
Over 40.
Some people get close.
Wait.
Some people
Hey,
get close.
hey, yo,
Damn.
you are being
Wait a
interviewed, ma'am.
My bad. She's 38, so I'm messing with her saying she almost there.
No way. No.
I
She
know,
doesn't
right?
look it, but no way.
Little baby. Yeah. I was born.
Born in 88.
Yep, that little baby face. What I told you from the beginning, it's some jeans, baby.
And he's 20.
I believe you.
And he's 28. He don't look no 28. He look like he about 19 or 20.
Yep, my birthday was last weekend.
We just had a birthday.
last week, actually.
Okay.
Mhm.
The
Yep.
jeans. These are amazing.
But we're going to let her have
Okra opinions notwithstanding, Jay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so one, you know what? I actually just knew I was gonna get asked this question.
Well, you might
I
as well.
felt like I was gonna ask this question. So you know what had me a little response for that question right there.
Oh, is that right?
So I would say it's all
You got
about
receipts? You got receipts.
receipts. You
Yeah,
know,
she
we
got
got
receipts.
receipts, and I know everybody, y'all get your little pen and papers out. So the one thing that I would say, if I had to say something, since I would ask, now that you asked, I would say, do not wait.
Mm.
The time will never be just right.
Say it.
Never be just right. Start where you stand. Start where you stand. Where your feet planted at right now. Start where you stand. And work with whatever tools you may have at your command. Start where you stand.
Mhm.
Use the tools. Whatever them tools is, baby, that you got.
Say it, sister.
That's it. Use what you got, baby. That's the bottom line. Don't wait. Because it's never gonna be a perfect time. So don't wait.
Testify.
Oof. Amazing. Guys, that is your favorite auntie. She's given me 20 of her extra minutes, and I have to let her go because she had only said she had 2 hours, and I need to make sure that I release her so that at least something else does not suffer. So you're going to do an outro for us. So I'm going to leave you on your own screen so that whatever it is that you want to do on the screen for the next 2 minutes, it's entirely up to you, whether you want to dance, whether you want to. No, you don't need to dance.
I know you didn't.
Sing, Mom. Sing.
Auntie, you don't need to dance. I'm just messing with you.
So good. Thank you. I don't listen. I already done dropped the mic now. Drop the mic now.
It's still in the-
But wait, there's something here before this.
Oh.
Yeah.
This
Hey.
I love this picture, and it has 4,000 behind you right there.
Yeah.
This was when you hit the 4,000 watch hours. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I love this. There's a lesson right here, celebrating every moment. It may look small for some people, but this is a big deal. Why was this important? You went all out. There was like a whole decoration. There was a whole helium balloons in there. Talk to us about this moment as a family. Why was this special, Auntie? And why everyone is happy. The A team is happy.
The A team is happy.
Compensation conversations notwithstanding, the A team is happy.
A team is happy. Yes, because I had to bring my A team along because they helped me to get there. They were my driving force, and I just had to make sure that we take this together. We do this together as a team because they helped me to get there. It meant so much. When it happened, we were counting down our hours every so often. We would do the analytics and look at where we are, and we were counting down together. I would tell little Jay about it, but we were right there. And so when we saw that, we were at 3,998, I think. And then at some point when we saw that 4,000, I saw that. I thought, let me screenshot my thing. I screenshot. Yeah. Thank God I did screenshot it because I didn't know it would disappear. But it was just it was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. Yeah. And I said, if I don't do nothing else, I achieve that very few people do that start on YouTube. A lot of people start out, but they don't get to this level. Yeah. And it was a great achievement to me. So I said, if I don't do anything else, I achieve that. We achieved that. So I was so grateful.
I love it, and it's a whole lot of stuff that you are learning, be it with the thumbnails, be it with this milestone celebrating 1,000 subscribers plus.
Yes.
these little moments, finding joy out of any
Are those
content.
like
Yeah.
And of course, this
Wolf.
that is
Wolf.
Wolf. He's
I was
one
going.
team.
Let me when your mom sent me this picture, I was like, when she sending me a cat.
Everybody that know Mrs. G know Mrs. G got plenty of cats. I have 13 cats. We had 14 and one,
Didn't make
didn't
it.
make
One.
it. We have I have 13 cats. They're all outside, but they're 13. Yes.
Amazing.
King of
And
the cat.
he's the king of the cats.
He's Al.
He is amazing, and he's still young. So that's my baby. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful cat. He's so sweet though. He's
Very sweet.
a sweetheart. But he don't play with the rest of them though. He don't play around now. He know his authority. It's kind of like Goga. Goga, you know your authority. You ain't gonna come up in here acting up. So yeah. So I have to send that one.
Thank you so much for that, Auntie. It's been such a pleasure, guys. I know I wish you could keep them here longer. I wish you could keep them here for like 4 hours and more. That is how amazing they are. But the beauty is that she's a content creator. She has her channel. You will get to have these moments, and you've heard she loves live streams, and even the kids have to like ask her, "You're not going live. You're not going live. You're not going live." So you're likely going to see her. So I'm just going to let her do an outro, and then we'll be able to like release her because I know she has other things to attend to. And then the moment I do that, I'm going to end her live stream. So those of you over there, you need to raid yourself back here for the affirmation, and then we can go surprise somebody. I'll ask my moderators to like get me a raid command with a brown hat, and Auntie and Goga raid or something like that, and then we can make sure that it happens. All right. I see the Southern Belle is busy typing, so let me wait for her to.
Yeah, you can tell.
Oh, you see me type? You see me?
Mhm.
I can't see your guest. Hey, Kathleen, welcome, Kathleen. Oh, she's my guest, but we are multi-streaming. So my name is Goga. So I was having a conversation with Auntie today at the Sunday service. We call this show the Sunday service, where we get to know a creator. What are their pain points and what are their triumphs when it comes to content creation. And Auntie has been doing an amazing job for the last 2 hours. So she's just about to leave the studio. So we are just going to put on solo layout for that purpose. So Auntie, take it away.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody who came and joined us on this Sunday service with Goga, Mr. President, who is an amazing, what's the word I'm looking for?
Content creator.
Content creator,
YouTube
mentor.
guru.
Yes, an amazing. What she
YouTube
said.
Guru.
It's amazing. So thank you guys so much for just being here today. I hope that you guys will take away some gems and drops, you know what I'm saying? Drop little gems. And I hope that if you're thinking about creating, do it today. Don't wait. Somebody once said that the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, but the next best time to plant a tree is now. There you go. So much blessings, and I hope to see you guys back real soon.
Woo!
G-Hive.
G-Hive. The G-House.